let's watch the spoopy video, guys. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio or anything like that. And yeah.
I'm so nervous.
How can I be nervous with a beautiful sunset like that?
Because I know it sits underneath it.
Nighttime, darkness.
And demons.
And people.
I hate demons.
I hate people.
It's the bridge.
Yeah, I could see that. There it is.
Old Alton Bridge.
Ready?
Yeah.
You go first.
Where is this located? Like, if somebody wanted to go there, where is this located? I don't know if they mentioned it.
How are you feeling? You did it.
Texas?
Here we are.
Okay. All right.
It's very sturdy.
There's some pretty shitty things that have happened to people around here.
Very
Oh
sturdy.
my god.
So now that we're on the bridge,
That does
I guess
look
I should tell
sketchy.
you why this bridge is what it is.
Tell me.
Can you even look just a little bit worried, or do you have to? Never mind, don't do that.
Fine. I see how it is.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate old.
They don't want me
Bridge,
looking worried?
aka the Goatman's Bridge, as part of our ongoing investigation into the question: are
Look at
ghosts
all those
real?
bugs.
However, tonight, this bridge and the woods that lie beyond it are said to harbor something much more sinister.
Demons!
Yeah, it's a demon. As I've stated before, I will only do one demonic investigation per season. So, behold, this season's sacrifice.
Do you even like sitting on this bridge? Do you not like
No,
it?
I don't like it. So let's just get it over with.
You've got a glazed look in your eye.
Yeah, I'm fucking nervous, man. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. God.
I love it.
You gotta go
In
to
1884,
straight go
Old
to
Alton
Texas from the
Bridge was
UK
built
for a
in
sports
Denton,
comp.
Texas,
Ooh.
to connect the town of Alton to Denton.
Okay,
Alton was
hold
a
on.
tiny town.
Look, you're not from the US, right, Ash? I'm assuming because of that statement. What I will say is that Texas is not the same as America. You're not from the UK? All right, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say Texas is not the same as if you're an outsider looking at like America and like the first place that you go to is Texas. Texas and America are two different beasts. They're a little different. They're a tiny bit different.
Town that originally consisted of one person when it was established in 1848.
Damn,
Those were the days.
that would be
One
crazy to
person
just
could land somewhere and
Yeah.
say, "This is
make a town."
now."
He's law and order.
Welcome
He's
to
the doctor.
You're not from America?
We're
Gotcha.
all assholes here. None of us
Shanesville.
believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Population me.
It was chosen as the legal
Yeah, Texas is
center
not
of Denton
a
County.
good, like,
After the
representation
county
of
seat
America.
Was moved to Denton.
It
residents
is and it's
of
not at the
Alton
same
moved
time.
to other towns, and Alton eventually disappeared. Today, the bridge is no longer usable for vehicle crossing, but lucky for us, the bridge is available for pedestrian crossing.
Yeah,
Lucky
I was gonna
for
say that
us.
doesn't look safe
I don't know
for
why I phrased
anything.
it lucky for
It looks
us.
sketchy.
I think I was feeling brave when I wrote this.
Yeah, this isn't lucky for you at all.
No, in fact, I kind of wish this bridge was torn down like Alton. That's the thing about this bridge. No one knows why there's this specter of darkness, like, just sitting on it.
Oh, you mean why the demon is here?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and avoid saying demon as much as I can. At
Demon?
least,
You think a
I'm
demon
not-
hears the word demon?
yeah.
Demon?
I'm not gonna let you goad me into this. I know what you're trying to do.
Goat you into this?
Shut up.
Ah.
We're moving on.
You know what, Ryan? I'm not trying to
See what they
scare
did
you,
there.
but I got a bad feeling about this one.
Shut up.
I do.
It's okay. I came prepared.
What are you prepared with?
Oh, you'll see, man.
Why are you unbuttoning your pants?
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
We're in public right now. What are you doing?
yo.
Shut up.
Oh, Ryan,
What?
you've outdumbed yourself.
We're getting
I
exposed.
thought this was gonna be
Wait,
funny,
is that a?
But now I'm actually happy that I have it. It's
a
holy
water
water
gun?
inside here.
I
got it blessed
assumed
by
it
a
was
Oh, he
holy
put
water.
holy
Like, I
water
could
in
be
it.
like, hey, Shane, look over at those bushes, and like a demon sneaking up.
Do you
on me,
think that
like,
would
"Hey,
work?
Shane, look over there in the bushes. Don't try, demon. Fucking pull it out like that.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Yeah, right.
Ryan was told by a priest not to address
We
the
did
ghosts.
travel all the way down to
Demons or
Texas
even
to
say
observe
demon.
a simple old bridge. What brings
True,
us
but they're like, I guess for Shane's not like, dude's a skeptic, so I guess to him it doesn't really. It's kind of like whatever. I used to think that the way to fight ghosts and stuff was fire, because like fire consumes oxygen, and for some reason in my brain I just thought that like ghosts are made out of air, like they're just airbenders or some shit. So like if you just lit the place on fire, then it would just get rid of it.
to Old
I haven't committed any
Bridge
arson,
is the
okay?
meaning of its nickname, the Goatman's Bridge. There are several legends of bridges acting as gateways to another realm, and perhaps this bridge is one of those gateways. This bridge and the surrounding woods are said to harbor a dark entity, a demon that is half goat and half man. The Goatman is said to have, quote, glowing
Did the cat just run into the door again?
And goat-like horns.
I'm not an
The
arson.
reason for this entity's
Arsonist.
existence has many iterations. One common story is that Satanists have carried out rituals on the bridge that opened the door for this demon and perhaps others.
There is like records of people practicing rituals in this forest and on the bridge.
Yes, people like you.
How am I the same as a Satanist?
Because you believe everything they believe.
Yeah, but I respect it. I stay away from it. That's the
two
opposite.
sides of the same coin.
Yeah, and you just got to decide which side you're on.
I am the whole other coin.
Which coin would that be?
Just like a chill-ass wheatback penny or something.
Another popular story.
I'm on the
is that a
side that just doesn't
successful
believe in shit.
African-American
I'm
goat
just like,
farmer
eh.
was hung on this bridge by
I do believe in
angry
ghosts, though.
Klansmen returning from the dead as the Goatman. However,
Religious
this
wise,
version of
I
the
don't believe in
story is
shit.
impossible, as there's no historical record of this goat farmer even existing. And furthermore, demons are preternatural beings and therefore not human.
Do you think Father Thomas ever watches these videos and is disappointed in you?
If these places you're going claim to have spiritual attachments, I would do nothing.
I'm
to
on
invite
Ryan's side
them to
then.
somehow
I believe
show
in I
themselves
believe
or
in ghosts to a
taunt them in any
degree.
way.
Perhaps.
Um,
I'm kind of directly
but I don't-
disobeying
I'm not a
in terms of
religious person.
Communicating with ghosts and spirits and entities, but I'm doing it for the betterment of the science.
You gonna ever visit him again and show him what you've done?
Yeah, I think I would. Like, for instance, if something happens to me tonight, I'll go back to him to get a blessing, to cleanse myself.
You're gonna need to cleanse yourself.
But tonight, we're not
You're
here to
religious, but you
find
do
out
believe in
why
ghosts?
this demon exists.
Yeah, I don't I believe in ghosts. I don't follow any religions or anything. I'm not a religious person at all. As a matter of fact, I'm like very much against religion when it's forced upon people. Like if it's you're doing it because it's something that you want to believe in, it gives you hope, all that kind of stuff. I'm completely down for that. But when it comes to people who are trying to like force it on you and shit like that, I'm like, nah, you gotta stop that shit. But the reason that I believe in ghosts is because it's something that I've experienced, and it's something where it's like there were things that happened that were extremely I couldn't figure out how to explain it, right? Like there, like even today, there's nothing in my head where it's like I can explain that. So outside of me maybe like having like lack of sleep or something like that, because I have hallucinated before. I have had like through lack of sleep and alcoholism, I have had hallucinations before. So like there's always that chance, but I don't think that was the cause for those particular situations when I was younger. So demons and angels, not really, but ghosts, yeah. Appalachian, if I see something spooky, you know the fuck I did, and then promptly leave where I'm at. I feel like I don't know what I would consider a ghost to be, because I know that ghosts always have a tie-in to some kind of like religious thing. I feel like it could just be, if it does exist, it could be that it's something that is just a form of life that we don't know about. Like it could be like some kind of scientific thing behind it. I know that there was a scientific theory a while back that because of like the way our brains and shit work, that the cat just ran into the door again. That whenever there is a strong electromagnetic field in a certain area, that it can create an impression on the memories of a person, which can then cause like these like weird visions and shit. So if that's a thing, I don't know, but you know, that's something. Do you guys hear the cat running into the door? You used to hallucinate and hear shit? Yeah, so if you ever get sleep deprived, especially while you're drunk, the stages that it comes into is, I think it's like paranoia first, and then it becomes, you start hallucinating audio, like you start hearing shit, and then you start seeing stuff. And when you start seeing stuff, it gets weird. It gets fucking weird. That's why, like, I've had, I was actually curious if people can develop, like, schizophrenia and stuff at an older age at one point, because there was a time where I was hallucinating a little bit more than I should have, but I don't think it was anything like that. I think it was just, like, lack of sleep and all that kind of stuff. I was having a lot of issues. Okay. Plus, I think schizophrenia would have been like way worse if that was the case. If there was something going on, it's likely primordial. You don't want that. Sleep deprived, you've dealt with that, but you mean general as a kid? Yeah. Sleep deprived will fuck you up. There's this one thing I've tried to explain it before. So you know how like people always say that they see shadow people and all that kind of stuff. There's been multiple cases where I've seen the shadow people thing, or I've had like the experiences of shadow people, which can always be explained off as like whatever, right? It could be like a reflection from something, whatever. But I've had cases where it wasn't a shadow person, it was like a white glowing figure. And that, I don't know what that's supposed to be. So, yeah. But I've had a couple of cases where I've had that. It's been like a very few amount of like times. But it's happened more than once. So it's like, well, if that's me being sleep deprived, then that's interesting. That's like an interesting thing for my brain to go to. I don't know. Whitish and blackish figures when you sleep deprived. There was this one place that my aunt and uncle used to live. I wish that they still had it because I would love to fucking go ghost hunting there. But it was, when they bought it, it was like 100-and-something-year-old house. They were redoing it and everything, and there was a grave on the property. Not only was there a grave under the property, but one of the dogs found bones under the house. So it was like a bunch of weird shit. But that place was so fucking like creepy. Like there was here, let me get some RuneScape music on. There was this one time where like I was sleeping there. I was sleeping in like their living room area. And there was a couple of things that happened in that room. Like there was times where like the channels would change randomly and stuff like that for no reason. But there was this one time that it was a small thing, but it was kind of strange, where I had locked the door and everything because I'm a person that likes my privacy, so I always lock the doors and everything. And I had my shoes by the door inside the room. I went to bed and I woke up and the door was still locked and everything, but somehow my shoes were outside. Like outside the house, like out in the yard. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if like somehow I unlocked the door, like I was sleepwalking, unlocked the door, went outside for whatever reason, came back in, relocked both the doors. Like I don't know what happened there, but that was weird. There was hallucinations. There was one time where I saw a floating head, or what looked like a floating head, or somebody's head. What was crazy though is that it looked like it looked like the head of like fuck, what's the term for it? I don't know. It's basically like one of the guys from like the Civil War. Like it had that kind of like hat on and shit. Like it was weird. But also that same room that I saw that in, there's an area in the backyard that regardless of if you believe in shit or not, whenever anybody would look down there, my head broke again. Whenever you would look down there, there was always like, you always saw something. It was like a specific time at nighttime, you would always see somebody walking around in the backyard, but there was nobody walking around in the backyard. And that house, my uncle does not believe in ghosts. He still claims that he doesn't believe in ghosts. But that place freaked him out. Why is my head breaking? That place freaked him out, like a lot. And it was one of the reasons that they ended up moving. Can I increase my brightness for my lamp? Is that what's causing it? I don't know. It made them like move and everything. And like even now he'll say that he doesn't believe in ghosts and everything. But if you mention that place to him, he's like, oh, no, that place was haunted. But I don't believe in ghosts. It's weird. All right.
Our goal tonight is to make contact and hopefully capture evidence of this elusive and dangerous demon to prove that it's real. We can only hope that evidence doesn't come at a great cost.
Any demons here? Got any demons out tonight? Any horny boys or whatever they...
Horny boys?
They got horns.
Let your presence be known. Say
Got any
something.
horn boys in here?
Why are you on this bridge?
God, no wonder ghosts and
You ask
stuff turn into
questions.
Why are
demons.
you
Like,
on this
imagine
bridge?
going that long without. Come on.
Goat man! You feeling that? Feeling the goat man energy?
I don't like when you say his name.
Feeling some goat vibes?
And
You
let me
may
just
not
get
like
my-
this. I'm gonna try and agitate it. I'm just gonna go.
Go, you do what you gotta do, and I'll do what I gotta do.
I'm just gonna be as crude as possible here.
Cool.
I think
Fuck
ghost
you,
hunting would
goat
be
man.
so
Holy
fucking
shit,
cool.
Is that
dude.
good?
I thought you were gonna build your way up.
No, no, no. I just right out of the gate. Why build up?
If you don't believe, then there's nothing for you to be afraid of, right? You could be as big a prick as you want. I'll
guess
stand
I
over
can.
here.
Goat man, I'm dancing on your bridge. It's my bridge now.
It's my
You hear that? If you want me off this bridge, you're gonna have to kill me.
Holy shit.
You're gonna
Oh.
have to throw me off
Oh.
this bridge yourself.
He did throw somebody off the bridge once.
Look at the way I dance on it. I disrespect
Did he, though?
your bridge, goat man.
He's taking names right
Or
now.
was
You
it
hear that,
blamed
goat
on
man?
him?
He's
You-
sharpening
me
his
and
little
Ryan
blades.
Vergara own your bridge.
I don't, no, don't loop me
Yep.
into your shit.
Yep.
Stop looping me. I hate when you do this in the
Well,
demon
then tell
places.
him. Tell him you're not part of this.
I'm not part of his little charade.
You're talking to goat man now.
I see what you've done.
It's goat man entrapment. Goat man.
I'm not with him.
They're gonna put
You've
my
played
name in
mind
graffiti.
games with me.
Okay.
Children will come here and tell tales of me.
People have reported a growling
I
voice
would-
telling them to, quote, get
I would have that same kind of thing. Like if I was sitting there like ghost hunting and shit, especially if I noticed that there was something going on, I would just probably go insane and start taunting the thing. Terrible idea. Don't do that. But knowing me, I'm the type that I don't run. I try to get crazier than the thing that is intimidating me. So I feel like I would probably try to scare the ghost itself.
get off the bridge, end quote. One person said that after he and his friend heard the voice, he ran
just
off the
nut up.
bridge while his friend stayed. He then reportedly watched his friend get dragged towards the railing of the bridge and flipped into the water below. People
No,
have
you
reported
throw him
hearing
off.
hooves following them across the bridge, as if they were being chased off. It's said
Falls
that
the
the
same
goat
way,
man
yeah.
can be conjured by knocking 3 times on the bridge.
Like the ghost would
Alright,
probably
go,
throw
man.
something at me, and I would just be like, "Oh, you gonna throw shit? Come on, throw something else!" And I would just start like throwing random stuff like toward it or whatever.
God damn it.
Talking to the goat man, opening up a line of communication.
gonna-
Father Thomas would be very
Shut
disappointed.
the fuck up. I'm gonna murder you.
Oh, that was a
I'm
threat.
gonna knock on your bridge.
Knock, knock, knock.
Now it said when you do that, you could see his glowing eyes.
Oh, what? Oh,
I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe in glowing eyes.
Someone said they saw him standing on the. Alright, idiot. It's your turn. No, I don't even have my hand ready on my pistol. Oh, skip the theatrics and just go into it.
Hey, goat man.
Did
You
they
know,
go to the
if you want me
Mothman
off
Museum?
Your bridge, you're gonna have to throw me off.
I have no clue.
Alright.
Do you guys believe in like
Come
any
back to you. Let's
cryptids?
go into the woods.
Oh.
I don't really believe in
Welcome back,
any.
goat man. After all, this is our bridge now.
Okay.
But my
That's how
dad
you
believes
get
in
'em.
I don't
Bigfoot.
know. That's not how you get them. Shut up.
You gotta admit that's an effective.
No,
He
it's
believes
not
that
an
Bigfoot's
effective
real.
technique. It's a way to
I'm
get
just
killed.
like, no.
He's probably getting upset though.
This is a serious thing.
Your cousin saw
Perhaps more
Mothman?
foreboding than the bridge is the woods that lies beyond it. It is rumored that for nearly a century, people have disappeared near the bridge or in the surrounding woods. In addition to the goat man,
Allegedly?
people have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a woman and hearing a woman's voice or laughter. There has also been sightings of strange lights.
Jesus Christ, dude.
When's the last time you walked into a dark wood?
Never.
How long does
Ever
it
gone
take for
camping
somebody
or
to
anything?
get
Going on a
start
night?
Sure, but I
hallucinating
haven't
from
gone
sleep
into demonic
deprivation?
woods before. This is so much scarier than hunting fucking Sasquatch. Hello?
Because for me, when I started having like massive hallucinations, I was on like 50 plus hours of no sleep while also being drunk. Couple of days. Okay. I was wondering if maybe it was like if somehow it could be lower. and then people being in a situation like this, if the paranoia could cause them to start hallucinating. Because that would fuck with you, especially if you're alone. Like you're just out out alone in the middle of the woods. You start hearing sounds traveling from somewhere, and then you're like,
Anything out here?
Hello?
Well, people usually feel overcome with emotion in here,
Like a,
like a violent emotion.
do you feel that?
No,
Okay, good.
not yet at least.
Give me a heads up if you start to feel murderous.
24 hours can
Yeah, I
mess
would
with your
appreciate
abilities
that.
to think.
These woods are rumored to be the site of satanic
Too much
rituals
nutmeg can also
attempting
cause
to conjure
hallucinations? Really?
demonic entities. One paranormal
that real?
investigator claimed to find animal remains that were possible evidence of sacrificial rituals.
No, they probably
In
they're in the
fact,
woods.
one local policeman told us that pet stores around the area stopped selling cats due to the amount of sacrificed cats being found in these woods.
By the way, these woods are also scary because of the people that may be in there.
I mean, people are greater threats than demons or ghouls, so...
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna
and
be
I
a
can't
bigger
fight.
threat than a
You
demon
can't
if
fight.
somebody starts
I got a lot of limbs
sacrificing
that are
cats.
very,
No,
you
you're
know?
like one of those car wash blowy things that's out front, just
Yeah.
wiggling around.
That's fair. But if you see that in a fight, if you see this in the middle of the night in the woods coming toward you, that's scary.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy is whacked out of his mind.
You would not.
Why
you would run away.
inflatable
I guess.
Come
Hello. Welcome to my woods.
Sales on Mazdas.
Yeah, I feel like
Anybody out
if you
Any
if you are
cultists?
crazier than the thing that is
Anyone
terrifying
doing
you,
up to
then
no good out here.
Anyone cutting a cat's head off?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. One of these we're gonna die.
You think so?
Yeah.
if you're anxious enough, your brain will start make you hear and see
You hearing
things.
some over there?
Yeah. Oh shit. There's something over there. I don't know what it is, but the bushes are
I feel like
moving.
I might have experienced that before. I don't know.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh god.
I did see that bush move.
What's that?
Guys, let me know if the ads start. I'll pause it.
Did you hear the scream? No?
I don't know if any of you are getting ads.
Oh god, my mind's starting to melt.
I did see that bush move. I did see that bush move.
Hello?
Who's out here? What if we just make it seem like we're in on it?
What do you mean?
We're here for the cult stuff.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I want to be part of the
We
cult.
saw the ad on Craigslist.
Here.
Her.
No?
Her.
That feels weird to even joke. I'm like so fucking scared right
Are you
now.
trying to, Boke, are you trying to scare me?
They wouldn't be hiding in the bushes, would they?
Oh, sure they would. They're cultists, Ryan.
I feel like I'm scanning like a madman
Here.
right now. My eyes.
I keep collecting spider webs on my
What?
face, and now I'm just sort of immune to
Boke,
them.
Madman right now.
what are you doing?
I keep collecting spider webs.
Why are you taping her?
I keep collecting spider webs on my face. I'm just
Yeah.
letting them accumulate.
Well, you are just a giant stick walking around.
That's true. Oh, this is fun.
Yo, stick bugs are so
Collection
weird,
of
man.
Branches. Looks like a.
Like, what the hell?
Like
What
a
in
witch
nature
lair
was
or
like, yo,
something.
you're a tiny tree.
Well, there are spirits in here. But they obviously are overshadowed by the demon.
You know what sucks?
He imports.
Boke, are you okay? You know what sucks is that back in the day, like everything, whenever somebody discovered something new, like when they traveled to a new land, when they discovered a new animal, a new bug, new anything, it was always like this magic. It most likely was like this magical experience, right? Like you're just like, holy shit, this kind of stuff. This is like this is crazy. This is something that I would have never have thought exists, like stick bugs, for example. Or if you go into a cave and there's like giant amethyst or crystals all over the walls, and you're just like, yo, this is like magic is real. It's like something insane. You don't have that anymore. Everything's already been done. Like you have the ocean and you have space, and then that's about it. It's kind of sad. Barely even hear the screams. There's also like bobcats and foxes and shit that can make sounds that sound like screams. There was one video that I saw. It was on one of these not this, but it was on one of like the Nukes top 5 kind of channels, but it wasn't Nukes. And it was about this dude that was on a dirt bike going down this trail, and then he stops because he thought that he was hearing a woman screaming. But if you listen to it, it literally sounds like a cat. Like I'm not joking. It's if you have regular headphones on, it sounds like a cat. It's literally just a cat. Like, bro, there are wild cats. exactly my point. You don't think it's even people or anything? Yeah. I always like to be open-minded and thinking that there is definitely a possibility of there being some weird shit out there, whether it's ghosts or whatever. But I also like to be logical and try to figure out, like, hey, is this real or not? Because I don't want to just automatically assume that every little thing is definitively a ghost or like something that is unexplained or whatever. Like I would like to try and figure out what it could potentially be. And then if I can't, then I'm like, it makes the whole concept of my, like, me thinking that it is actually paranormal makes it that much more stronger, right? Because it's like, I can't debunk it. I can't explain it. So then it's just that much more magical to me. Debunk first, then believe? Exactly. That's the way that I think it should be done. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh.
Demons like tell them to quiet down. Is that how that works? There's like a hierarchy.
What was that?
There's like a hierarchy. What's that?
Fuck.
What's that?
Who's out there? Someone over there?
No, I'm serious. I heard something over
Fuck.
there.
It was one of the
Put that cat
cultists.
down.
I heard something over there. I don't know
Put
what
that
it was.
cat down.
Hello?
Dude, don't touch
Oh,
the cats,
careful,
man.
dude. Oh shit.
You can't be doing occult stuff like this.
Dude,
it's a
what you're
weeknight.
doing? You're fucking crazy. Hold on.
We heard some spooky movement over here. Who's over here? Take your cloak off.
You need to chill. You need to chill out. Hello?
Hey, man.
Oh fuck.
It's a plant.
It's a plant.
It's a plant.
We kicked Goatman off the bridge. It's ours now. Goatman, are you out here in the woods? Well, he's out here in the woods because he's not tending to his bridge.
Okay, well-
Clearly.
Where
That's
does
why
Ghost
Finders
Ha?
keepers and all that. Finders keepers and all that. Finders keepers and all that. Who's over here?
Dicks.
You think they're just all around us?
Wait,
I
what
know,
was
I'm
the other
just picturing
sound
being
alert?
surrounded by cultists right now, and it's freaking me the fuck out. Hello?
Hey, if there's cultists out there,
Shut the fuck up.
I gotta let you know my pal has a water gun.
It's holy water.
gonna split you.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
We are hearing noise from all
Dicks.
sides at this point. It's very Blair Witch.
Ghost breath? Did you guys hear it? I didn't even know that I had that one on my
Investigators have
channel.
picked up on the name Steve through EVP and Spirit Box sessions. Perhaps the moniker that the Goatman or another demon is going by.
Because he likes to trick me.
Yeah, it's Steve from Minecraft.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve the Goat fan.
Steve the Goatman. Are you sure that's just not his full name? Is
Dicks.
it Steve Goatman? It's just a guy who lives a block away.
No.
Hi, I'm Steve Goatman.
Why not pick like a name that strikes terror, like
Dicks.
Like Sally.
Sally's actually pretty scary. That's a little girl. What's a scary name?
You did? Okay.
Darthalix. Mercifax.
Marsolomon.
Marsolomon?
Barthazar.
Barthazar.
Darth Vader.
Barthazar's a pretty good demon name. There's a
got
lot
Bert.
of names other than Steve is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
What was I
it
looking for?
strikes
Sound
fear
alerts.
into the
No,
heart.
my dad's name is Steve.
I forgot what sound alerts I have.
Overall, this Goatman entity and or the possible other entities that lie within these woods and around this bridge are said to be extremely dangerous and physical with those who encounter them. People have reported being thrown, dragged,
Yeah, I heard it that
and
time.
struck. Multiple people have claimed to be scratched 3 times, a reportedly common occurrence in demonic attacks.
I can't
that is
look at the
symbolic for
sound
mocking
alerts
the
that I
Holy
have.
Trinity. People have also claimed to be overcome with intense feelings of aggression and violence. In one
Well-
instance, an
Well, could the aggression and the violence stem from the like feeling defensive? Because whenever you get paranoid, like you're in a situation where you're like out in these woods or something, and you're starting to get anxious and everything. Some people react differently to anxiety or paranoia or anything like that. Some people will cry, some people will run, some people will freeze up, some people will get angry and get like super defensive. So I wonder if it could be anything like that.
investigator had envisioned murdering her entire team of investigators.
This is your new
Okay,
favorite thing.
that's a little
Spirit
different.
box.
Yeah.
Spirit boxing. You haven't
I don't
used
know
this
about
on a
murdering
demon yet,
people.
though.
Out
I'm
in Des
not-
Nuts.
Are you more
Ha
concerned
got
about
him.
that?
A little bit more concerned, yeah.
This is directly against what Father Thomas would have told you
Yeah,
to
you're
do.
probably right. It's gonna be loud. This is just a spirit box. This is scanning through all the different radio channels around at a high rate. Every 0.2 of a second, they're scanning to a new channel, and it produces white noise. So conceivably, spirits could use that to communicate with us. Or a demon in this case. And if it's saying more than one word, it's pretty impossible for it to be radio interference because
You
it's...
got yourself a demon, hands down. Look, I'm in on this. It's fun. I'll go along with this. Fun gimmick.
It's not a gimmick. All right.
Khor,
Anybody here with us?
that is what I talked to the ghost on.
Is there a goat man?
Oh, one
out
of those
here?
things?
What the fuck was that?
Sounded like a demon.
What the fuck was that?
That would be cool to
Try
try.
it again.
Can he speak to us?
I want to chase the wee
there a goat
beasties in the
man
woods. My girlfriend thinks it's a bad idea.
That sounded like goat man.
I would try to fight them.
Say your name.
Is Steve here?
I would love to do a ghost hunting like stream or something. Either a stream or a video one day. Like far from now, but one day.
Bridge.
And you guys will see like me just trying to fight the damn thing.
Based on the response from
Oh,
the spirit
man.
box,
Not
we'll
good,
end our
man.
investigation by returning to the apparent epicenter of the activity.
Yeah, some of it's
the
probably
bridge.
pareidolia.
Once there, we'll perform
Where
a
you, like,
ritual that I have
create
never done
things
before
or
in my life.
Think that you heard things or see things
done it
based
before,
on
it's
certain
flat.
patterns.
I'm sure you did it as like a party trick, like a little parlor trick. You just went down, had a couple brewskis. That'd be fun to play with a Ouija board. It's not a toy. I
is
know
a
it's,
toy.
it's made by a toy.
You hear what you
company,
want
know?
to hear,
Saw it
yeah.
at Toys R Us.
True, but it's not a toy. I'm just saying I'm scared to use a Ouija board in the comfort of my own home. I never thought the first time I would ever use a Ouija board would be here
On a demon bridge.
on a demon bridge. I'm about to die for the internet. This is a doorway we're opening. We're
Content.
calling for everything to come here. This is what we're doing.
All right.
So protect yourself. I'm gonna.
I mean, you do
assault
work for
circle
BuzzFeed
around us.
in this video,
really
so
thought
I don't
this
think they
out.
care.
I wanted to be as safe as I could.
Yo! He's going to be
great.
protected
I
from
love
the sea
Is
bears.
there a technique here?
You just rest your hands on it and you kind of let your energy flow through it.
What the man bear
And then we'll
pigs?
start to move. Granted, every time I've seen someone do this on YouTube, they're like, whoa, and it's moving.
Yikes.
Yeah, but
Oh my
I just don't
god,
know how
it's
that's gonna happen when something
moving.
comes out. Should we just say our names in the beginning?
Yeah.
This is Shane, so,
S-H-A-N-E.
and I'm Ryan.
You know what's crazy is that the Ouija boards are
Seaman
a
beer pigs.
Seaman bear pigs.
I don't think we're gonna see.
You know what's
movement like
crazy is
again.
that Ouija boards are
Is there anybody out here?
a kid's product from Hasbro.
If you put salt around us, doesn't that mean like Goatman can't get to the Ouija board?
This
That
was
would
made
trap
for
him in
kids.
here with us.
What if he was outside of it when you did it?
I don't know. Do you want me to blow the
Also, speaking of Seaman, there's a game that I'm going to be playing one day with you guys called Seaman. That sounds very weird, but I'm not going to give you guys any reference.
salt away?
You give him a little entrance.
Wait, you blow it by you.
If you go ghost hunting, are you going to use
There's your
the
front
Chinese
door,
method
Steve.
of getting rid of them?
Come on in.
Which is swearing and insults
What's
to
your
them?
name?
Not intentionally. I'm sure that that'll happen, but it wouldn't be intentional. I would definitely try to fight them.
Are you moving it there?
I'm not moving it.
But if I get thrown across a room
I'm
by a
just sitting.
demon, that's content. So I mean, like, I'm down for it.
Goes to Steve. I'm gonna fucking. First
I'm a
off,
pretty
gonna
tough
make it
guy.
really
I think I can
Your
handle
hands
that.
are shaking.
I know, because I'm like, why is this moving?
Hey, you demon fuck.
Jesus Christ. Dropped all the decorum, didn't you?
I wanted to catch him off guard.
Yo, it's the red eyes! It's the red eyes! You see it? It's the glowing eyes.
Well, we have an S.
We got an S.
Definitely not
If you can't
reflections.
spell your name, then this bridge is officially mine.
Toys R Us.
No, it's not.
There's no mentions of me
You remember
here.
Seaman?
People will come here and talk about math, facts.
It's also the only object that I wanted from Toys R Us before they
Bro
went
got a
downhill.
fetus for it if
For a
those
second,
are
Yo.
his eyes.
I never got to experience Toys R Us as a kid. My family was too poor and we didn't live anywhere near one. So I sadly never got to experience Toys R Us. Big rip. I got to experience Walmart.
Going towards G, but now it looks like it's F.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
This is your last chance, demon. If you're here, tell us your name.
My name Jeff.
Again, you know the deal.
I guess. If you don't tell us your name, then it's gonna be Shane's bridge. You know what? Fuck it, throw myself in there. If you don't tell us your name, it's me and Shane's bridge.
It's our bridge now.
This is my bridge.
Oh God, I feel like I've gone to the dark side. Well,
My bridge. Ouija boards
we
suck.
we gotta close it. We gotta close it.
So yes.
Book, I have never been to a mall. Actually, no, I take that back. I think I have been to one once when I was a kid. I might have been. I think I have. Never mind. I take that back. But I've been to one once.
G-O-O-D-B-Y-E.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, it's time to close this up. Let's close shop.
You're not gonna say mean things to it on your way out?
Well, now I feel like I've conquered it a little bit, but
Yeah.
here, let me try saying goodbye to
It's the glowing red eyes on his chest.
This is a win for you.
Well, demons, it's been fun, but
You never got anything from it?
sayonara.
As we snuff these candles, so too do we snuff you from this mortal world.
Probably a better
you
that
fucking
way,
wimp.
honestly.
Jesus Christ,
Unless they had
sir.
Beyblades.
Nobody knows why the Goat Man and surrounding entities haunt this area. And even though we never had a face-to-face encounter, I don't doubt its existence. Either way, we've once—
Guys, after the move, eventually I want to do a hand cam thing. I want to set up like a hand cam situation, maybe have the cats in it. I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. If like I have privacy, because I don't know how the living situation is going to be after the move, because I'm not going to be living alone. Maybe I'll do like a hand cam thing or something, and have like a cat cam and shit. But I would like to do Beyblades on stream one day. I think that'd be cool.
again opened the door for a dark entity to enter our lives. There is a small faction of my mind that is definitely disappointed we never saw him, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't relieved. Regardless, whether or not the Goat Man's bridge is truly infested will remain unsolved.
So wants to play Beyblades? Bro. Beyblades were the shit. I don't know how they are now. I don't know if Beyblades is still really a thing. I know you can still get them. I don't know if like the newer ones are still as like nearly as cool as the old ones. But I remember like that, like the old ones fucking hurt if you touch them. There was also these ones that you can get with like magnets in it if you wanted to fuck with people. So you could put a like the little weighted ring that's in them. You can replace it with like the magnet one. So when it gets close and it just like fucks them up, because I think the old ones, the weights in them were like actually metal. They're still a thing. Ooh, nice. Beyblades, hell yeah, fuck yeah. Beyblades are great. Can you guys hear the RuneScape music? Is it loud or not? Out of curiosity. Like, is it at a decent volume? I'm trying to figure out this background music thing for like in between videos and shit, but I can't get the audio ducking right. So I've been manually turning it on and off. You can hear it? Nice. It's audible? Sick. You always hear the RuneScape music, but then again, I'm that old. I play old school RuneScape music in the streams lately quite often, as well as the videos that I've been making, because it's DMCA free. Why did my mic just go to red? What the fuck just happened? Did you guys, are you guys okay? Did my mic freak out? My mic just like went to red and stayed at red. Is everything good? I didn't bust anybody's eardrums? Nothing happened on your side? Okay. All right, I think we're safe. I don't know what happened. I think it's just OBS like playing tricks on me. Okay, let's try the Mothman. I am curious about the Conjuring House, because that thing is pretty sick. The Winchester Mystery. Oh, they went to the like crazy places. Yo. It does autoplay. Well, I've been manually doing it. I've been manually turning on the background music because I tried doing the auto ducking stuff, and for some reason, it's not properly turning off. I don't know why. So I might just hotkey it and do it manually. Right now, I'm just clicking on the audio mixer, but I might just tie it up to like an actual button. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why. Like it's I tried messing around with all the different settings and shit, and it's like it still plays it still plays, but it's just that the audio goes very low, and then it tries to kick back up way faster than it's supposed to, even if I change like the release and the attack speed and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on with it, because it didn't do that in the past. I've had it set up like that in the past, and it never did that. It's just I created a new one for RuneScape music. You love if you could walk me through how it does the autoplay? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I have to figure it out. But it's basically, so audio ducking, it just makes it so that whenever an audio source is playing audio that's above a certain decibel or whatever it's called, then it mutes itself. But it's not muting itself is the issue. So it's kind of sad. Let's check out the search of the mysterious Mothman.
So we're on our way to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, home of the Mothman. I think you're gonna really like this town.
Fuck, I think we're in the moth nest.
We're
Fuck!
gonna find a Mothman. It's gonna be out here. This goes beyond belief.
Are you scared?
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we travel to Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Hold on,
as
can
we
I
dip our toes back into the cryptid pool again to search for the famed
increase
creature,
the volume for myself?
the Mothman.
Oh, it's as high as it
very
can go. Why is
impressive.
it so
Yeah,
low?
That's good.
You'll see.
Is the audio good for you guys?
To West Virginia, which we're gonna do soon after I.
What do you need these?
Well, these are my Mothman gloves. I use these to catch them.
It's a little quiet. Yeah, I thought that it was.
I grip them by the talons.
You need those to read the.
Yeah.
How about that?
Let's get into
Is that good?
The Mothman is a cryptozoological creature that is
should be
thought
better.
to have made its first appearance in
Much better? Okay,
1966. Witnesses have described the creature to be man-like in stature, often
think this
seen
video's
walking
audio is
on
just a
its
little
two
weird.
hind legs. The Mothman is spotted primarily at night, and its color is tough to discern. Sometimes it's described as gray, other times as brown. However, the gigantic frame of the Mothman is largely undisputed. Across all accounts, the
Do you guys
Mothman
believe in this?
is a physically
Mothman?
imposing specimen ranging from 6 to 8 feet tall.
God
As its name would
damn.
suggest,
No.
the Mothman is capable of flight, sporting 2 enormous wings with a
kind of do?
monstrous 8 to 15 foot wingspan.
Yeah, but Jonesy, is it that you actually do, or is it that the Fallout fan in you wants to believe in it? Shy Jackie, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Hope that you enjoyed your experience here, and that you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the stretch. 8 to 15 foot wingspan's kind of crazy too. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrates. Again, these mountains are older than bones. There could be anything. True.
One chilling detail that is reported in many sightings is the Mothman's unforgettable and haunting red eyes. A red described by one woman as, quote, red like you never saw red, end quote.
See, that's where it's kind of hard for me to believe in certain things. Whenever they start introducing like glowing eyes, because I definitely see if it's like reflective eyes, like a cat's eye or something. But glowing eyes, you've lost me at glowing eyes. I don't believe in anything dealing with glowing eyes.
Moths aren't even scary. People say Mothman, and I don't shiver.
I think he's called Mothman not because he looks like a giant moth. A giant moth would have like almost butterfly wings, right?
He doesn't have butterfly
He looks
wings?
kind of more like
Is he
Batman's
intimidating?
wings.
Well, then they shouldn't call him a Mothman.
We'll take it up with whoever made it up.
The Sky Beast.
What if
Sky Beast.
Mothman
You
was just a
literally put
vigilante?
together the two things that it's
Moon Monster.
pretty dumb.
The Cloud Fiend.
No, I see. So let's go through some other ones. What are
You want to see my
yeah,
other one?
what are the other ones you got?
The Evil Eagle. Dr. Sky Shadow. Mr. Windbiter.
Mr. Windbiter.
Hey, you know, he's flying through the air.
You said it out loud. You're still gonna stand by it?
Fighting the wind.
Gnashing.
It explains why the statue's butt is worn.
That's good.
What about like
No, it's bad.
What do you got? No, say your bad one.
It was really. I was gonna say Wingatron.
Wingatron.
Yeah, that sounds.
That sounds like
Everybody's always gonna
right,
touch the
like a
butt.
robot, yeah.
It was in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where the Mothman became famous, hence our presence in the town now. In fact, a statue of the famed creature sits in the center of town for those seeking.
That the statue's actually pretty badass though. Like regardless of if it's real or not, the statue does look kind of badass. Like it looks like it definitely looks like something out of Fallout, but it also looks like something from like a 70s or 80s like horror film.
A face-to-face encounter.
Stop number 1, Mothman statue.
It looks very ornate.
You'll be able to stare at it eye to eye.
What's that supposed to be?
It means you're 8 feet tall. It's a tall joke. Get it? Look at its eyes.
Yeah, they're a beautiful amber or something.
I was gonna say they're pure terror. I could feel it coursing through my veins. Oh my God, he's got a full 6-pack. Look at that. This guy definitely P90Xs.
He's like a George Clooney Batman.
Hopefully this isn't our only face-to-face encounter with the Mothman. Maybe we'll find one in the woods and he'll look nothing like this and we'll have to.
Why does it look like he has like armored legs on? Like, do you see this? It's like he has like the legs from like a night suit or something. I feel like maybe there was a such thing as this, and it was probably just like an actual vigilante, like a person that was going around trying to fight crime as a moth, because they were like, Batman exists, why can't I?
The board of West Virginia and say you need to change your statue because the boys have solved it.
Yeah, I certainly don't think he's gonna have G.I. Joe armor on.
You don't think
You
he's
think
gonna
it's
have
'cause
the
the way
bat
that they
suit
made it?
on with knee pads?
It's a little odd. See this guy's ass, by the way?
Oh my God.
Good God!
The purpose of our pilgrimage to Point
Dude,
Pleasant
Mothman is
is to
caked
catch
up.
a glimpse of the Mothman. But if that effort proves to be fruitless, we can still enjoy the influence of Mothmania that is ever present across town.
That's why they touch
For
the butt.
starters, there's an annual Mothman festival every September, and Mothman souvenirs sit stocked on shelves, ready for eager tourists year-round. At the Coffee Grinder, you can order various Mothman treats, including chocolate Mothman droppings, Mothman coffee, as well as a
bro.
delightful Mothman cookie, complete with red eyes.
So this is the
That's
coffee
so-
grinder. This is
dude.
one of the many.
Why would you market it as that? You're marketing it as Mothman's shit. Chocolate that is Marshmallow Man's. Mothman's shit. That,
Locations around town where you could pick up some Mothman treats. You excited?
Yeah, they got a little Mothman lives here.
He does.
He's sort of like the funny little mascot of this
After you.
town. Thank you.
Good mascot. Oh man,
it's a tiny
this is
tree.
nice and cozy. And look at that.
Oh,
Yeah, feels right.
Do you
okay.
think he'll look this friendly when we see it?
Probably. I don't know if he'll be smiling like that.
Hello there.
Yeah, that's better.
I am the stealer of
What do you think his
faces.
voice would sound like?
It's like that one spirit creature from Avatar.
It's me.
There you go.
The Mothman.
Yeah. Mouse-like.
You boys from out of town?
Shall we eat some droppings? Okay, this feels weird. I don't know.
Feels right.
Sweet starter and a nutty
Hello.
and crunchy finish. So we have the adult here, and then the baby.
Yeah.
I'm greatly enjoying this moment. This
Yeah,
is
this
nice.
is really something.
This is good. Now let me take a sip. This is good. Is this what those Worth It boys feel like?
Not enough gold.
Finally, at Village Pizza, you can order the delectable namesake Mothman pizza.
Oh, you're going through that door? I was gonna open the door. All right.
Mothman pizza.
Jesus Christ.
This Mothman pizza honors pedestrian toppings with the responsibility of mimicking the look of the famed creature.
Okay, that's actually pretty badass that they made it look like the Mothman and stuff. I have a question. What the hell is pedestrian toppings? What does that mean?
The clever arrangement enlists blood red cherry
That's
tomatoes
kinda
for
neat.
eyes, bell peppers for feet, and spooky mushrooms for wings.
Yo, we need stuff like this more often out of shit, because everything now is just so dead and industrial. We need creativity like this now. Like if you go to a place, you're not sure, but it should be illegal. Yeah, like what the fuck is pedestrian toppings? Are they like carving up people in the back of the restaurant and then like turning them into pepperoni? Like what what is this? Is this like a cannibal pizza? But like they should make like this needs to be a thing where you have creativity like this. This is sick. You don't see this anywhere. Now it's just everything is like black and white, just like industry. Like you go to McDonald's, dude, McDonald's. I still can't get over McDonald's. Because I remember growing up and McDonald's was like this colorful place. You had the playground, like it was like, whoa, this is cool. Like it was a place that was supposed to play on like a kid's imagination, right? Now it feels like 9 to 5. Like it feels like a fucking cubicle. Like, what the hell happened? Why? Why? Why did they destroy that?
For feet and spooky mushrooms for wings.
So this is very fun for them.
He is, without
You
a
get
doubt,
that they
a
had to
big
stop
part of
marketing?
their
Wait,
commerce
what?
In terms of
Why did they have to? Oh, because the food not being healthy for them. Was that why? That would make sense. But yeah, they like you could still make the place not look so. I don't know. Because even adults, like, dude, adults, like, I don't go to McDonald's. I don't eat fast food. But it's still like, if I'm like going through town and I see one, it's like the adult in me is, or like the kid that's inside of me is just like, what happened? What happened? You know, like I want to go there and get a fucking kid's meal. I feel like a big kid. I feel like an adult. Like, dude, adult kids meals. We need that. Like full-sized meals, but you get a toy. I need that.
of tourism.
Huh.
If I'm going to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, I would go there for the Mothman.
Yeah.
And these people are on board.
I just like that the town can rally around it.
Some people have posited that the people of this town have made
If I wanted to look, if I wanted to see something that's dead inside, I'd look in the mirror. That is a mood. That's one hell of a mood. You got ADHD, bright lights make brain happy. True.
Mothman
Say
up
true again.
as
True.
a beacon of tourism.
Oh, Ryan.
Which I
never
don't buy,
impossible.
I don't buy for a second.
No.
Nah, I sniffed for bullshit. Foolproof. Passed the Bergara smell test.
I don't trust that test one bit.
I do.
Oh,
Because it's my
that bullshit stinks.
Shut up.
That is cool that they do that. It's
All
that
right,
little
there it
extra
is.
touch.
Oh, thank you.
He's looking at me right now.
Yeah, those beady little eyes.
Those
They kind
beady
of look
little
like yours.
eyes.
Look at me now, Shane. What do you think of me?
I like this guy. I like his vibe.
Oh, thanks.
We got the wings right here, the torso.
It's little bell pepper
Two
feet.
little legs.
That's amazing.
If I saw this in the woods, I wouldn't necessarily be all that scared.
Actually, the eyes would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah, those are actually pretty creepy.
I don't know. I like it. I dig it. I can't wait to eat his body.
I call one of the eyepieces.
There's only 2 of us here, so
I
I'm
can't wait
obviously
to
get the other
consume
one.
them.
Fine.
The only thing that bothers me about that pizza is how unbalanced it is, because then it's like, well, do I want to have this piece or that piece because this piece has that
While at
the
Village
topping
Pizza,
of this?
The manager sat with us to share
There's,
a
like, more
story
toppings on it.
of a Mothman sighting.
What's the scariest tale you've heard from someone in terms of sighting the Mothman?
Danny Scarberry's mother, she said that one night she had to fight him off because he come in to get Danny. She was like 6 months old, was in her bed, and she had to fight the Mothman off because he was trying to grab the baby.
He was trying to steal her baby?
Yeah, that was her story, but I mean, she was very convincing, and it's sad to say she's dead and gone now, but that was a very scary.
She fought the Mothman.
Well, she didn't.
Oh my God.
She didn't actually fight.
Oh.
She didn't actually fight him, but I mean, she wrestled and got her baby from him.
Oh, yikes.
That's her story.
Well, that was educational.
That was good.
Got my souvenirs.
But
It was
why?
good.
I don't know a lot about Mothman. Why would Mothman steal a kid?
These two weirdly optimistic pilgrims are ready to embark on our menacing Mothman mission. Let's begin at the main sighting that started Mothmania as we know it.
All right, so this is the McClintock Wildlife Management Area.
You kind of doubt that
This is the
story?
area of the main sighting.
Yeah.
This looks like the kind of area.
What if it was just a very big, like,
Mothman?
lunar
A
moth?
Mothman, exactly right. Sparse.
Not a lot of people out here.
Yet there's parts that are densely wooded.
Yeah. It seems like a good road to be terrified on.
During World War II, 8,000 acres of a wooded area near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, were employed to manufacture and house explosives. The explosives were housed in concrete igloos dispersed.
Point Pleasant. Fallout 76.
First across the land. After the war, the effort was abandoned, and the area was partially converted into a wildlife preserve that is now known today as the McClintock Wildlife Management Area. In the
story
80s,
sounds false.
it was
Yeah.
uncovered that byproducts of the explosives had critically contaminated the land, and yet, to this day, the igloos and some of their hazardous materials remained. Some speculate that this contamination mutated local birds into what would eventually become the Mothman. But that's purely speculation.
I don't think that's how that stuff works. I think you...
Yeah, no. Sure, something could become mutated. I think it takes a while before anything like that creates mutations, though, because I think you have to be... I could be wrong, but in terms of a mutation actually happening, does it have to be like during the pregnancy, or can it just happen naturally? But either way, it's not going to turn you into a person. Maybe like a big bird. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I don't think that would happen overnight, though. Because you have to get that mass from somewhere. And I don't think your body's going to just create that, right? Who are we to question the motives of the almighty Mothman? Bro.
Usually if you come into contact with maybe something radioactive or something, you die.
Or you turn into the Mothman. I mean, what are the odds of it? They ain't zero. We'll park here and then we'll make our way out.
The only stories that I have to really go off of when it comes to radiation or anything being like creating mutations would be like fish, because fish do get mutations when they're around those places, right? The radioactive places, and then Chernobyl. Because if you guys have seen the pictures of the people who are pregnant during the whole Chernobyl thing, that's kind of crazy. Fun fact of the day: salt is poisonous, and for a 150-pound human, only 2 ounces is lethal. Salt is one of those things that is both good and bad for you. You need it, you have to have it in your body, you have to have it in your system. But too much of it will, it's bad. I didn't know that 2 ounces is all that it took.
Out into the wildlife preserve.
How much in milligrams is that? In terms of your daily
daytime
value?
right now, but
What are we doing?
nightfall's gonna come soon.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of sodium.
And you know I always come prepared.
But it's all similar.
Yeah.
I mean, there's hunters around here. I don't want to get shot.
No, I know. We don't want you to get shot.
So I'm breaking out Old Faithful.
No helmet this time?
No, I don't have any reports of Mothman hitting people over the head with rocks, so I don't think it's necessary this time
About
around.
60.
I
Okay.
guess,
Really? 60,000 in 2 ounces? $60 grams. Your daily, hold on. What is the daily allowance of sodium? Is 2,300. Most people probably get, especially Americans, if you're eating fast food and shit, you're probably getting up to double that. Fucking 60,000. A shot is 44 ounces. That is who would eat or consume a fucking shot, a little over a shot's worth of salt? That's a shit ton of salt. I people love their sodium and shit. But good God. That is a lot. 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons. Most Americans eat about a tablespoon. I'm not entirely sure. I just know, like, based on like your daily caloric intakes and shit, the allowance or the daily value is like 2,000 or 2,300 or something milligrams. But I know that a lot of people, especially in America, do get more than that because if they're consuming a lot of fast food, there's a lot of that. If you're eating processed foods, there's a lot in that because sodium is one of the things that makes things tasty. Also, the thing that kind of gets me, ramen. Ramen is fucking terrible. Ramen is very high in sodium, and it's sad because I love ramen, man. It's cheap, it's easy, it's delicious, but it's so bad for you. I'm so depressed. I just want to eat my ramen.
In some sense, you may be making yourself a better target for Mothman to just
maybe
fly
I'll
out of the
lure him
sky
out.
and grab you by his talons.
Maybe he'll be a lot like Bigfoot and be like, oh, what a colorful vest.
You think we should try and bro down with Mothman too?
Oh yeah, I didn't bring a beer for him. He doesn't strike me as a beer type. He strikes me more as a wine guy.
He struck me as like a field mice kind of guy.
Despite the dangerous material stored there in years past, in 1966, this area, often called the TNT area, was a popular destination for local youth. As such, on November 15th, 1966, Steve and Mary Mallett and Roger and Linda Scarberry were enjoying a leisurely drive through the TNT area. Unfortunately,
Dude, I don't think I would go anywhere that's named the TNT area. That sounds very sketch. Like, I would be afraid that something's just going to fucking explode or like the road vanishes or something. Also, Loki, how are you doing, by the way? Hope that you're doing well.
Amusement would come to a screeching halt when the two women, Linda and Mary, spotted a figure near the TNT plant. The figure began to move towards the building's entrance in a shuffling manner, providing them a fine opportunity to observe the creature. While they initially thought it looked a lot like a man, it clearly did not have arms or a head. It had massive folded wings high on the back, and perhaps most noteworthy, two beaming red eyes.
So my guess
It's always
is
the red
couples were
eyes.
somewhere around here, maybe on that road over there.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure of the exact location, but this is where they saw him stumbling around.
I have a hard time believing it just because of the red eyes.
Kind of shambling.
Yeah.
Big shambling man, kind of.
I don't know. Maybe he was just taking a walk. I mean, what's it to you?
Or at least the glowing eyes.
He's a fucking creature. He could do what he wants.
After being spellbound momentarily by the creature, the couples came to their senses and took
Where
off
was
in
the
their
eyes
car.
if there wasn't a head? They're probably. I mean, like, I'm assuming that there was a head. It's just that they couldn't make out like where everything was. They just saw what they assumed was the eyes, because of like how far away it was or something. But I don't know, man. There's certain cryptids and like myths like this, like Mothman, where it's like, okay, maybe it could be like an undiscovered thing or something like that. Maybe. Mothman is not one of those. At least to me. I don't know. It's mostly the glowing eyes. The glowing red eyes is definitely what kind of is like, if anything, I feel like there probably was something like the Mothman at one point, but it was probably somebody who was trying to be a superhero. Like, they just saw Batman one day and they're like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Terrified.
Any thoughts on that so far?
Nope. What year is it? 66?
66.
Few teens out there
Really?
probably
From
smoking a
69.
few funny cigarettes.
You could say weed. It's 2018.
Some grass.
As they made their way towards Highway
smoke some
62
grass.
in Roger Scarberry's 1957 Chevy, they saw the being appear in front of them and rise directly up into the sky.
The dog is
The
barking.
creature had a gargantuan 10-foot wingspan, and the couples noted that it did not need to flap its wings as it chased the car at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour, quote, gliding above and behind the vehicle, end quote.
Yeah, Loki. That's why I'm like, every story with whether it's Mothman or like ghosts or anything like that, when they mention, because like glowing red eyes is always like a very common thing, especially with like demons and shit. That is like the one thing that's just automatically, to me, I just dismiss it. I'm just like, no. I think at that point you're starting to make up shit. Like maybe there was something weird that happened and that you're like you couldn't process, you couldn't figure out what it was in the moment, but then you started adding something to it. Because there's no way in hell that something is going to have glowing red eyes. Like, nah. I can see if you're like shining a flashlight and there's what appears to be glowing eyes, which is the reflective like cat eyes from the light hitting it. Maybe? But yeah, not glowing eyes. Glowing eyes just seems, I don't know, that seems more of like a costume thing.
The creature made a noise similar to a, quote, record played at a high speed, or squeak of a
Like
mouse, end quote.
Not exactly the most terrorizing sound. And this is why I think maybe these people aren't lying, because if they were lying, that seems like a weird detail to make up. You would say, it opened its mouth and the mountains moved with the force of the roar.
Yeah.
And they went, no, it squeaked like a little baby mouse. That's what happened. I was terrified.
It was easy to do the Bigfoot call at a very loud volume, but it's going to be hard out there to
Give me your best Mothman squeak.
Because they didn't think of reflective?
This is the noise.
Would you see reflective eyes without pointing a flashlight at it though? I mean, maybe. I guess like if it's nighttime or something and you have like the moon is out, maybe. But I wouldn't assume that it would be that easy to see, especially the way that they were talking where it was that far away. But also, why would it show up as red? Because a lot of times whenever you hear somebody mention glowing eyes, it's glowing red eyes. If it's reflective, then the other parts of the body would be shining. Are you sure about that? Because cats have, like, when you shine, or like see a cat in like the night, you can see their eyes and it looks like kind of reflective. Like the light bounces back or whatever. Because you just see them like stalking you. You're just like, argh. You know that people around here wouldn't think reflective eyes. They'd go, oh, it's glowing. No, that's definitely fair. People up in the mountains or people in the south or anything, they would be going with like old horror tropes.
You're gonna make to try and attract another moth person.
I'm going to try 2 different approaches to this.
Okay, I can't wait to hear
One's
both.
going to be an exhale, and then one's going to be an inhale. So my first one is... That's one. My other one is going to be a little more high-pitched because it's going to be the inhale.
This is like somebody messing with shrink wrap.
The first one was all right. I'll give you that. The second one kind of sounded like you were smothering a dolphin. Also, your eyes kind of rolled back. It was just a weird performance all around.
It's a gift.
I guess I could try one.
Yeah, try an inhale.
Oh, have you guys ever noticed that sometimes I remember this because I've seen some of their older ones with the BuzzFeed stuff. If you look at the props in the background, sometimes the props move. It's very weird. Oh. Okay.
It sounded like a pig giving birth.
I thought mine was rather good. Sound off in the comments. Whose screech was
Chime off, let us know.
Fortunately, the creature stopped chasing the couples and disappeared as the couples neared the populated area of town. Linda Scarberry wanted to report it to the police, but they were concerned that they would not be taken seriously. As a result, in an audacious move, they decided to return to the place of the sighting to confirm what they had seen.
It's
To their
kind of
affirmation/terror, they once again saw the creature, this time
it's kind of hard to report anything like, especially like that, but like paranormal, for example. Like if you're like, yo, hey cops, there's a fucking demon in my house throwing shit, like throwing knives at me and stuff. They're going to be very dismissive of that. Like they're just going to think that it's a prank call or some shit. And with you know, I guess your luck, it would be like you call them. If you manage to get them out there, then they would just. There's a good chance that it would stop, right? I think if there's ever a case of like, if you ever find yourself in a situation whether it is actually paranormal or not, never call the cops and say, hey, there's a ghost, there's an alien, there's a fucking cryptid, whatever. Just be like, there is something or someone in my house. I need help, you know? because that is a lot more. You're a lot more likely to get that. And then if it is, a demon or something, then probably get some other kind of help. I don't know, because cops can't do anything to that. Like, what are they going to do? Arrest a ghost? The demons fucking with you. Call a priest, not the police. Well, it depends on if you believe. First of all, it depends on if you believe in demons. The other being, it depends on if you believe that a priest would actually be able to help, right? Because that kind of ties back into like whether or not there's a connection between like demons and ghosts and all that shit, if you believe in them, and religion. Your favorite cryptid is probably the Wendigo. It's an interesting one. And Jonesy is now sad. Dupe. Hello, Dupe. How are you doing? We are watching Shane and Ryan videos back when they did the ghost hunting. They still do it. They do it on a different channel though. But right now we're watching the BuzzFeed ones. We were going to do Oblivion, and then I didn't, because I changed my mind a lot. Somebody was mentioning this stuff, and then I got kind of curious and wanted to go down a rabbit hole. Shut up. Still freaks you out that people are so okay with saying the name? I mean, I don't see a problem with it. There was a lot of people, because I think there's a mod that, I don't know if it's named that or if it's named something else, but there was a lot of people on Twitter that were getting pissed off at people mentioning it, because they're like, "Yo, you're not supposed to say that name. You're not supposed to say it." But it's also like, well, it's I think it's fine. Like if you don't want to say it, don't say it. But I think it's fine. It's not like I don't see the term, which I'm not a part of that culture, so I can't say shit. But I don't see the name coming off as something that is offensive. It's just a term for something that in their culture is terrifying. So I was getting an update. There's an ad in about 10 minutes.
Stumbling around in a dark pasture. This spurred the couples to head straight for the Mason County Courthouse to file a report.
First off, by the way, most of the time, people naturally will just run away and they'll tell the
It's
story.
less that it's offensive and more
Very
of
few
saying the
times have
name
I seen a
draws it
case
toward you.
where the people will then return to the...
Yeah, but that would be like the way that at least the way that I was seeing it on Twitter is people were getting like overly offended by it. Of like, don't say it. But if somebody says it and something bad happens to them, I feel like that's on them, right? Like, it's not going to affect you. So.
Site and try and confirm that they weren't going crazy and that they actually saw what they saw.
Thank you for the follow.
And that's what these 4 people did.
Yeah, it's very noble.
Yeah, and they did that. They saw it. They're like, okay, we confirmed. Now let's go to the police.
Deputy Millard Halstead was on hand to take the report. Due to the size of the town, Deputy Halstead knew the couples and believed their claims to be sincere. The handwritten eyewitness police reports from the Mallets and the Scarberries is actually on display at the Mothman Museum. The couples claim that the police put all 4 of them in separate rooms and asked them each to write down what happened that night. All of the accounts match.
Surprising, it's surprising that a cop would actually like believe them with a Mothman story. Alpha Gamer, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. People take it too far and try to make it bigger than it is. I mean, that's Twitter for you in general. Just anybody on Twitter that talks about anything is always going to make it way bigger than it actually is. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm vibing. We're checking out some videos of Shane and Ryan. Some of the old school ones when they used to be on BuzzFeed. They have a new one, a new channel, but I haven't seen much of the stuff from that.
I know, right?
We'll probably check out some of those at some point.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to possibly incriminate yourself a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Think of any time you've partaken in the smoking of the ganja.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, first off. Whatever.
Legalize it.
I mean, now it's legal, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, dude,
Get it
don't
out
do
there.
drugs unless it's pot.
Anyways,
Right?
think of you are
It's fine.
smoking it with 3 of your buddies.
Yeah.
And now imagine
It's just
that
called
you were
Watcher?
so out of it that you imagined a giant moth creature. And then after that,
Sick.
you go to the police, one of the worst things you could possibly do when you're high, and then you all tell the same details of a story.
Wait,
the only
they
way
weren't
I
actually
feel like
high,
you could
though,
tell
right?
something with concrete details that match everybody else's story is if it in fact happened, at least when you're under the influence.
That's true. Oh, okay, I'll give it to you. This is a point for Mothman.
kind of
Understand,
videos do they do?
I want to believe in Mothman.
So is this the part where when I make a good argument, you're just going to be like, well,
Oh,
I
they do a
believe
lot
in
of
it.
I said at
mystery
the top
stuff
of the
too.
show
Yeah, you
that I
did say
want-
that.
Yeah. Watch yourself.
You watch yourself.
You watch yourself.
Why don't you write down some more
don't you-
names?
Minecraft?
Gliding.
The fuck?
Just cut it off. You don't want that.
Gliding is a little too pleasant.
Eventually, the couples and Deputy Millard Halstead made their way back to the sighting area where they heard strange noises, saw strange shadows, and an unexplained dust cloud. A hoof-like footprint was also found in the sand around the area. Linda Scarberry was treated.
I mean, they're in the woods, right? Couldn't it be a boar? The new channel, for people who are interested. Yeah, it looks like they do a bunch of different stuff. I didn't know if it was just like the ghost hunting stuff that got moved over, but no, it's it looks like they do the ghost hunting stuff. They do mystery files, so I'm assuming like the detective cases or whatever. I'm not a big fan of those. I don't for some reason I just can't get into those. They also do top 5s and some gaming stuff, which is surprising. Huh. Looks like they have some cool stuff. They actually, I don't see, where's their ghost stuff at? I don't think they've done a ghost one in a while. Demonologist. Have any of you played Demonologist? I've been curious about that one. Because I'm wondering if it's any good. Like, is it any as good as Phasmo? Because I really liked Phasmo. Oh wait, here's one. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to check out some of those sometime. You could say like, I don't fucking know. You love your family, and Twitter just gets mad at you for it. Dude, Twitter gets mad at everything. Why do I watch these these before I go to bed? No, I do the same thing. A lot of times I'll put on like ghost videos and stuff before I go to bed. It's I don't know. Like this one's more cryptid. This isn't really a ghost one. This is more of a cryptid or something along those lines. But ghost videos and stuff, they're really good for sleep because they are calm and everything, but it's also something that just kind of like catches your attention. I'm surprised that people don't constantly get like nightmares from it. They do the same thing, but on their own without BuzzFeed, which is good because I've heard a lot of like kind of not great things from BuzzFeed. Demonologist seems way more in depth than Phasmo. We've only seen Ryan and Shane play it, so like little gameplay. Yeah, that's fair. Listen to another of Skinwalker and Wendigo stories. Or a lot of Skinwalker and Wendigo stories. They are interesting. I want to go down like an SCP rabbit hole one day, and I also want to go down like an ARG. Because I don't know, something about those. They seem very interesting. Like the what do they stand for again? I always call them ARGs. But it's like they're all fake. Like everybody knows that they're fake, but they come off as real. And a lot of them have like a lot of hidden messages, like cryptic messages and shit in them. And it's pretty neat. If you guys remember Marble Hornets, that's the one that everybody knows. But I remember when like that was still going and there was channels that were like on the side, and I don't know if they were fan channels or if they were actually them, like it was just part of their whole thing. But they had other channels where it was like cameras that were recording them while they were filming the whole thing, but from the woods. And then they would also make like other cryptic messages and shit that tied into it. And it was so weird. I'm hoping that it was them. The ones where it was the cameras filming them, I'm hoping that was them. Because otherwise, that's just creepy.
Treated for shock following the events and reportedly experienced some
Having a nightmare in
unnerving
yours?
phone calls
Same.
as well as visits by the men in black who would intimidate her.
I like those guys.
Yeah.
Our old pals.
Will Smith and Tommy Lee are back.
What are you doing
You
there?
hear that?
Yeah.
You made a cameo in this one.
Nothing to say about.
They're probably
about
thinking
this
it's
one,
an
huh?
alien.
It's weird. He only moves when he wants to.
The morning after the Mothman sighting, the Mason County Sheriff George Johnson held a press conference, and from there, the story started trending in local and national news. Eventually, the creature was dubbed Mothman by the press, inspired by the Batman series.
People actually thought he looked very much like Batman. I read a report where a guy said, "There's Batman on my neighbor's roof. He flew up into the sky."
Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying that if this was like an actual thing, like people were actually seeing something that was like Mothman or whatever, I feel like it was just somebody who was trying to be a vigilante. I think it was somebody who was dressed up, and that's where it probably stemmed from.
I don't know if he had a
Hydrate, think for the hydrate.
But I will say, if I was a kid and I saw what I thought was Batman on my neighbor's roof, I wouldn't be scared. I would try and go get an autograph.
Yeah, you'd be like, Batman, you're my favorite superhero. And he'd go, never mind.
Looking out, this is actually pretty serene and beautiful in the daytime, but night falls almost upon us, and then that's when
the boys come out.
That's when the Mothman will come out, and then we'll have him.
Sightings of the Mothman began to pile up. Police estimated that over 1,000 people were looking for the Mothman each
Good
night
God.
until midnight. And tonight, history, as it so often does, will repeat itself as we attempt to find the creature ourselves.
Yeah, you would think that people would be able to find it by now if it's like something that's supposed to be that common. You would think that people would have found it by now, especially with how good like the cameras on phones and shit are. But guys, there's gonna be an ad starting in about 10 seconds, so I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break during then. So make sure to go get some snacks and food and drink and all that shit, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, you guys ready? Guys ready to get back into to the mysteries of Mothman? I don't think I knew much about Mothman outside of like the first time that I really like. I don't know. I thought it was like something that wasn't really that talked about or just kind of like you know, until I played Fallout 76, and then I saw that it was in that, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, I thought it was like a one-time thing. He's doing something while you were saying that you'd be right back, which is why you said kind of no. Yeah, you're ready. You ready? You ready? You guys ready? You guys vibing to the tropical music? I don't know what the song is. It's RuneScape though. RuneScape has some good, like old school RuneScape had good music.
You genuinely believe that there's a Mothman out here?
I'm not so sure I'm sold on the Mothman, and here we are.
Sorry
But
about the
I
screen
will say,
flickering.
we're in the area where the main sighting happened, where a lot of the sightings happened. If we're gonna find a Mothman, it's gonna be out here.
After the Scarberry/Mallard sightings, a Point Pleasant woman named Marcella Bennett, her 3-year-old daughter, her brother Raymond, and her brother's wife encountered the Mothman while visiting family friends. Marcella explained in an interview with researcher and author Andy Colvin, quote, "He was shaped like a male, the huge wings, the way he was standing, the head like a bird. I'll never forget the way he was standing. It was like he was just relaxing, like he was just waiting for that moment for me to walk up. The neck."
Isn't there like a swamp monster that's supposed to be something like this? Or is that, am I like misremembering that and it's just actually like a Goosebumps thing?
Looked like it went down in, like a bird, way down in the neck. To me, it wasn't of this world, end quote. Like Linda Scarberry, Marcella suffered side effects after the incident, including anxiety, paranoia, and nightmares.
If I'm the Mothman,
Well, I mean, it's a traumatic experience.
I don't think
would
anyone was
assume,
saying that.
If it
I'm
was a
not
real
going
experience.
to make people feel paranoid and afraid. I'm going to make them think, yeah, love that Mothman. I'm going to walk out into the woods naked.
Well, okay. I mean, like, say that aliens came down one day, like we get visited by aliens or something. They could be nice, but you seeing them for the first time, you're going to experience the same things. You're going to have paranoia. You're going to be having nightmares. You're going to be freaking out. You're going to be anxious because it's something that was presented to you that is unknown. It's something that is very. It's just like you weren't expecting that, and then all of a sudden it happened, and you're just like, I don't know anything about life anymore. What the fuck just happened? More of these sighting stories are making me more and more skeptical. I feel like there's probably something to the stories. That there's a possibility that like maybe they did see something. I think that they're just being. I feel like there's a good chance that it's being blown out of proportion, and that they're relating what they experienced to something that is like a legend in the area that's localized, right? Something that they maybe have grown up hearing constantly. But I don't know if I would necessarily believe it. Because, at least with Mothman especially, Mothman just feels, I don't know, even if you were going like the mutation route or like the radiation route, it seems very far-fetched. The glowing eyes is definitely the one thing where it's just like, even if it was a thing, I don't think that glowing red eyes is a thing. I don't think that is something that could happen with anything.
Serve myself up to the Mothman
Any
so he can
creature.
have a little feast. Assuming the Mothman eats people.
I mean, I don't know if that's what his game is,
Oh.
but all I'm saying is
But I'm
that
also
what
just
you
some
need to gather
anime
from
asshole
this
on the
is that
internet,
he
so what do I
has
know?
an effect on people's psyche.
This Mothman's a complicated character.
What does he sound like? What does he
He
sound
sounds like the Blood Bird. Flappy Spookster.
That's, come on.
What?
The Winged Wretch. Did I ever say that?
This just says fright terror.
You know, just call him a Batman. Why is that hard?
After encountering the Mothman, Marcella Bennett also said that she could often feel Mothman's unnerving presence and, like other witnesses, developed the ability to have premonitions and psychic visions.
This is vaguely what I remember about
What?
that stupid Richard Gere movie.
Forget about the Richard Gere movie for a second.
I will never.
And just think about this. The Mothman is apparently he affects people's psyche in a way where they start to wig out a bit.
Yeah.
Paranormal events follow this thing, so it makes you start to wonder what the hell this thing actually is. It may not just be a cryptid. It may be, I don't know, an alien.
Linda Scarberry, the witness from the
If it
first
existed, I
Mothman
feel like
encounter,
that
claimed to
probably
hear
would be it.
disembodied noises and see items moving by themselves, which she attributed to a poltergeist. Simultaneously, other strange phenomena occurred around the time of the
I'm surprised that none of them have tried to make the angel approach. Because they said that it was very humanoid and it had wings. So, I don't know if this is like Bible Belt territory. I can't remember where they said that this was. But I'm surprised that nobody's like tried to make that claim, especially if this was like a myth that came back from, what, 60s, 70s, something like that. I would be surprised that they didn't make that kind of claim where I was like, oh, it's not a cryptid or anything. It's something to be worshipped. You know what? That's how that they came up with the fucking Mothman religion in Fallout 76. That's what it was. This is way from the Bible Belt. Okay, never mind. I wasn't sure, but yeah, I would be surprised if people didn't try and make that connection because of the wings and it supposedly being humanoid. I don't know what it could be though. Like I feel like the origin of it, in my opinion. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm shitting on this if they believe in it or anything like that. But in my opinion, I feel like it's a story that probably originated from somebody who was acting like a vigilante. And then they were like, hey, the person's dressed up like a Mothman or something. I don't know. And then it probably kind of stemmed from there. It probably created like an urban legend kind of thing. And now whenever somebody experiences something that is like unexplained, then they kind of give it that name, right? It's the same thing with ghosts. Like, are some ghost stories true? Probably. But is every ghost story true? No. Like, you're going to have experiences that you can't explain, and you just kind of like dish it up to being like, oh no, it was a ghost. It was a ghost. I saw it. I saw a shadow, which you probably didn't see a shadow. It could have been like, something inside of your eye or something, and then you start thinking that it's a shadow that associated with the moment. But the thought of it being real though is very very cool. Which is why I always say, like with the ghost stuff, I like the idea of thinking. I like the idea of trying to debunk it, and then if I can't debunk it, then I'm like, okay, this is possibly a real thing. Because then it makes actually believing in that being like a paranormal event or a situation that much more convincing. And it makes it that much more magical because then it's like, yo, there's actually other weird shit in the world. It's not so fucking industry and you know, black and white and just blah. Because I don't want the world to be like that. Like, nobody wants the world to be like that. Everybody wants there to be something. Because otherwise it's just fucking boring. The people who dance with snakes and stuff during church services. Oh. You feel like it's kind of like an urban legend? No, this is definitely an urban legend. But I think I'm trying to wrap my head around not necessarily where it came from, because I think it's an urban legend that just kind of, you know, happened, and then people were building on on top of it. But I think I'm trying to wrap my head around what is it that they actually experienced that made them change their story into thinking that it was a Mothman, if that was the case. Or if there was some teenager out there running around in a costume. Or maybe there actually is a Mothman. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to say that there's not. I just don't think that there is. But if there was, that would be kind of cool. It would also be terrifying, because it's a giant Mothman. It's kind of strange.
The sightings: interrupted police dispatches, malfunctioning electrical appliances, doors mysteriously opening and shutting, an
Wait, that's
increase
just
in
ghost
UFO
stuff.
sightings, and malfunctioning cars
yeah,
with no
okay.
apparent explanation.
I don't know about that. That's
Seems
a
like they're
lot
just
of-
kind of lumping it all
Yeah.
in, though, right?
Yeah, that is definitely them lumping it all in. Dude, that is...
Appliances, doors mysteriously opening and shutting, an increase in UFO sightings, and malfunctioning cars.
That is a lot of different things. Like, you got interrupted police dispatches, electrical appliances, and doors mysteriously opening and shutting. All of those are usually tied to like some kind of like ghost type thing, right? Outside, well, I guess like the radio interference could be tied to like the UFO shit. But the doors mysteriously opening and shutting, that one's usually tied to ghosts. Although what I will say is that I know how to disprove this one. I'm not going to, because I want people to still, you know, have fun and believe in what they want. But there was a situation that I had where this one caught me off guard, and then I found out what it actually was, and then I was like, that is weird as fuck. That's so weird. Malfunctioning cars is a weird one. Because I don't know how old, like when this kind of stuff took place. I don't know when malfunctioning cars, like when they started calling in this kind of issue. But older cars don't really rely on electronics. So if it was like the electronics that were, say like there was an EMP that dropped, right? Like we got in a war, somebody dropped an EMP. Older cars would be fine. Completely fucking fine. Newer cars would be screwed. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. What's up, Book? It feels like a campfire story, almost with each of these new stories being told. Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of, I guess that's what makes it interesting, though. Again, like I said, I don't believe that Mothman is a thing, but I think the process of thinking that it is, and like what convinces somebody into thinking that Mothman is real, is very interesting. Because it's trying to think of what caused them to think that, you know? Because there's probably actual trauma that's involved in some of the stories. Like there could be something that they actually experienced, but it was just not a Mothman. Like it could have been a person. It could have been, you know, whatever. But it makes it interesting. This thing kind of is strange, though. Because it's like once you start hearing rumors about something and then one police official is like, hey, let me listen to your story, because that's what they said earlier, then you're going to have people calling in for all kind of shit. And certain things, especially this one, can be explained with, you know, science. Sorry, off topic, but he was writing a seminar post about an industry professional. So you found a random dude who works as an animator at Digital Extremes, and you realized right before I submitted that I kept calling him Jack Baker, when his name on Even, the LinkedIn page I was referencing, said his name was Jay Baker. You're just like calling this person by the wrong name? How dare you? Wait, are you? Wait, okay. Is the person that's in your seminar from Digital Extremes, or is it a person that you're researching? Because if the person that's in your like college course is the dude from Digital Extreme, that's kind of neat. I think if I was to have something like that with game development, here, let me put on RuneScape music. If I had something, person that you're researching, okay. I was gonna say, if I had something like that where it was like somebody who was gonna be teaching the class or the course or something, I would want it to be one of the guys from, right now the studio is called, wait, hold on. The game is called Wayward Realms. What is the studio called? Is the studio? Oh, Once Lost Games. Okay, that's the developer's name. Once Lost Game. They're the ones that originally created Elder Scrolls. So I think it would be neat as fuck to kind of pick their brain. If that was a possibility in like a game development course. Also, Digital Extremes would be a nice one too. Digital Extremes does some practices that I feel like a lot of larger companies really need to fucking look into. Because they do it right.
With no apparent explanation.
Seems like they're just kind of lumping it all in though, right?
Or if he is like an interdimensional being, he would obviously bring with him maybe chaos.
If you're an interdimensional being, are you gonna make a scene like this?
If you could jump between dimensions, why not fuck around a little bit?
Oh, he can jump back and forth?
Yeah, kind of like a Cheshire Cat.
For the entire
Q
paper.
from Star Trek.
Or Rick and Morty. If you could jump
Glad that
between
you managed
dimensions,
to,
why wouldn't you have a little fun? It's not gonna have any
that.
effect on your dimension.
I'm coming around to this guy now. This guy kind of cracks me up.
He's in the cave somewhere. He has like a local antenna set up. He's just watching the news. Doors open and close in the neighborhood. UFO sightings. He's sitting there. He's loving it. He's loving it.
Oh my god, that face!
He's throwing popcorn.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Look at his red his face is. Oh my god! I thought I was
It
going
looks
to
like he would play a good villain in a movie.
So right now, I think we're about to come up on one of those.
One dream job that I used to have when I was in high school was I wanted to be one of the people that worked at like the horror houses and stuff that scare people. I thought that would be the coolest shit ever because I feel like I could play a pretty solid villain if I wanted to, like somebody who is like completely psychotic. Because I'm not that far away from it, and I don't know. I think that kind of thing would be sick, but I would want to have the creativity of being able to make my own decisions with how I approached it. Whereas I think the actual way that they do it is you have to be, you have to follow certain guidelines. Like they tell you what to do, and you can only do that, and you can't kind of like come up with your own things that you say or that you do or anything like that, which kind of makes it lame. Like I would want to have that creativity in it.
Those hidden igloos.
That'd be cool as
The
fuck.
ones that would hold explosives back in the day.
What kind of explosives did they hold in there?
I don't know how I got on the topic.
Aren't you excited to go into one of these little bunkers? It's a World War II bunker.
It is pretty neat. How much action did Ohio see in World War II?
Oh my.
Okay, well.
Is it all good?
As a kid, you went from a teacher to a writer to a
echo.
teacher to
Is
working
it-
in a morgue to a
Oh,
writer.
it's very icy.
Yeah.
That is
Hello.
definitely
It's
a transition.
I could see losing your mind in here. What's this string right here?
I don't know, pull it.
No, I'm not gonna pull it. You pull it.
What if it's a trap?
Are you scared? You don't want to pull it?
Mothman sitting up there going, just rubbing his palms together, hoping that we pull his little string.
I was thinking like a grocery bag full
this
of
place?
shit or
Oh,
something.
like he's Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Yeah. Here, hold something.
I'll hold your flashlight. I have the thermal in one hand. Pretty confident there's no heat signatures in here. Oh God, I'm actually scared.
It's just there's not.
It's just a rope? Just a string?
That's where we die. We explode.
Skipping forward to modern times, in 2016, a man who would not provide his name claimed to have taken a photo of Mothman in West Virginia. The photo shows a two-legged, winged creature flying over the trees. However, most do not believe this is Mothman.
I'm not terribly impressed.
I think
That
it's a
could just
Pokemon.
as easily be like a hawk.
I don't think it's a hawk. I don't think it's an owl. I do think it's a hoax.
What year was it?
There are
2016.
large birds,
I got a
like
hand
very
to ya.
large birds.
These are some woods. Yeah. Look at this. You know what this is? This is a giant nest. I think we're in the moth nest.
Man, if we just saw a silhouette fly over our heads right now.
Oh, that'd be thrilling.
All right, I'm scanning the trees right now. I guess that's what you would do, right?
Forever, you have said that you wanted to be an aquatic vet. Never thought in my life that I said I'd wanted to do something different than that. I always wanted to be in the game industry. I wanted to make games or something, and then I couldn't. I tried going to college for it. I couldn't afford the college, and then I went to college for some shit that I didn't like. And now I make content and make like a couple $100s a year. It's nice. My first wait. You still want to work in a morgue? I'm curious. Look, I'm very curious about your like thought process on working in a morgue, because that seems, I don't know, that just it seems like an interesting choice. So actively want to go work out. You do enjoy creating things, so animator would be cool. That would be pretty neat. I like I'm a big fan of like game development, game design. So I think that would be something cool. I still want to do some game development and stuff at some point. I don't know if I would ever do it on stream, but I would like to like go back down that rabbit hole again. But maybe like some small stuff, nothing crazy. Seems like a chill job. I mean, hey, that's fair. It seems like it would be very quiet. Working on dead people while animating next to them. You know what? Actually, Boke, great idea. You start working there, we learn necromancy. We study necromancy. Boom. I can take the meme that is me somehow figuring out or finding necromancy in every fucking game into finding necromancy in real life. I want one of these cameras. Oh god.
It's that Mothman hospitality, huh?
I mean, has it responded to calls?
Yeah, well, we know what it sounds like. You would think logic would say if you make the noise, maybe he'll be deceived. Let's go deeper into the woods.
Okay.
Strangely, an outbreak of sightings occurred in 2017 in Chicago. According to the Chicago Tribune, there were over 20 reports of a, quote, winged humanoid, end quote, between April 7th, 2017 and July 29th, 2017 alone. The Tribune reports that the sightings are almost always at night and near a body of water. For those who don't believe, some have offered alternative explanations for Mothman sightings. Some believe that Mothman witnesses had seen sandhill cranes, a species of bird that can have a wingspan of 10 feet. Though, a
That is
sandhill
pretty big.
crane
I mean, there are
had
big
never been
birds.
officially spotted in West Virginia at the time, although some unofficial reports had been made.
I see those a lot.
Sandhill cranes.
There's a lot in Illinois.
Do they sound like a little mousy?
It sounds kind of like,
Maybe sandhill cranes were what the people in Chicago saw, but there's none of those in West Virginia official.
sandhill cranes. Look them up. A fascinating bird. I'm going to own one someday. A taxidermied one, and it will be in my room.
Some have pointed out that some birds' eyes, such as owls, appear red when hit
Oh,
with light from a
you know
flash.
what? Here, let's get this back on. I'm gonna hide the screen real quick. There's something that I saw a while back that I thought was really interesting, which is, if you guys have ever seen hairless owls, they actually look a lot like what some people have tried to call like aliens. Hairless owl. They look freaky, man. Here we go. Let me, can I pull up this picture without it accidentally leaking? Google likes to just tell people what city I'm in. I don't like that. Okay. Let's get back here. So this is one of the pictures. This is one that went viral, and it looks kind of like, this is an old fucking photo, but it looks kind of like alienish. Is this one? This is a fucking owl, but it looks so alien. It looks so cryptic. What are you
EAB ports.
Flashlight or car at night.
Okay.
The McClintock Wildlife Management Area, which surrounds the TNT area, is a bird sanctuary that contains owls.
Owls aren't that big.
No.
I can see someone maybe mistaking an owl for something else, or seeing an owl and being confused by it.
One thing I will point out, and I don't know if this is confirmed, but I've seen it in a couple sources, that Linda Scarberry, when she saw the Mothman, she did claim that the eyes were only red when she shined a light at it.
It would make sense.
Either way,
did claim that the eyes were only red when they shined a light at it.
she did say this thing chased them in their car, so pretty sure it's not an owl.
We should bring a gun.
I mean, that's actually smart.
You know what? This is a perfect time.
Okay, look, the dude's saying that that's a joke. That would be a smart thing. If you're going out there and you're risking your life to try and find an assumed cryptid or urban legend or whatever, you want it to be safe. Why the hell would you go out there with nothing? Like, if it's a ghost or something, maybe not, because then if that thing is real, then you got like a poltergeist that has a gun now. That sounds like a terrible idea. But if it's a cryptid or something, you want to have something that's going to be defending you. Not only because of, like, if it is real, you're kind of fucked, but also for other things, whether it's a cultist in the woods or a wild animal that is not friendly to humans, because that would be a shitty situation to be in. You're out there and there's just a mama bear that's just like, all right, your food. I guess you or the bear, okay? You gotta have something to defend yourself with. Her story just changed. What the fuck? Why? I think there's like a bunch of different stories in there though. So it was reflective animal eyes for sure. I feel like if eyes were a thing, I think that it was reflective eyes. I didn't know that eyes could be red when they're reflected, but it being like potentially a massive bird, it's not too far fetched, because there are big birds. There's hawks and shit that are big. I've seen I've seen some that, like, when they're actually close to the ground and shit, they look huge, but otherwise you wouldn't have known it.
For us to cut back to us,
because they're all the way up in the fucking sky, man.
Let's see where we are.
I thought I was getting carried up into the trees.
Did you really?
As predicted, this is fucking horrifying at nighttime. Mothman. I guess he wouldn't respond to that, would he? He doesn't even know his name is Mothman.
I mean, I don't know how intelligent it is. If it can communicate things to people.
Oh yeah, maybe. All right, are you gonna do your little
bird's eyes shine red? When light.
You go first. I'll go
Wait,
second.
really?
How about that?
Okay.
Is that real?
Here. Hold on.
I knew that, like, I wouldn't doubt if they could reflect, like cat's eyes. It looks so weird with the
record being
color
played quickly.
I guess. Here we go.
You look like a nun.
Do I?
A little bit in this view, yeah.
It's like a really,
really
focus.
Yeah.
Reflective bird eyes. Is that a
You
toot?
look like a rave nun.
Wait, this just brings up products. I don't want to see products. Bird's eye at night? Okay, that's not what I was...
Well, those are
Fuck you, Google.
coyotes or dogs or a large pack of something.
I don't remember. Does the Kinect,
shit.
the 360 Kinect show like the heat view like
Are
that?
you not fucking alarmed right now?
Are you scared?
Dude, what are you doing?
I need to go ghost hunting with that thing.
That was a pack
I have
of
a
whatever the fuck that was.
It was coyotes.
a 360
Is that our cue
Kinect.
to leave? I think
I need to use it
maybe
for ghost hunting.
we've been out here for quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna find anything tonight.
I don't want to be in the mouth of some coyote later. That's not how I want the picture wrap on Old Bergara to be.
All right, well, another good cryptid hunt. We're 0 for 2, but I think next time.
The odds were stacked against us on this one. There's no way to catch this thing. We're giving up.
You win this time, Mothman, but I'll be back.
Okay, you know what's funny though?
Yeah.
Is our Mothman call actually attracted the coyote, so it worked for something.
You think that was us?
I think the call, it proved it. It wasn't all for show. It had value.
Both of us are masters of the Mothman call.
Well, yeah, we should be on Animal Planet.
We should.
I'm just gonna pause here for a second.
Yeah.
Give it one last go. How about that?
The color of the glow from the eyes of nearly all birds which reflect light at all in an intense, brilliant orange red. The color of a live coal is a good comparison. Also, the intensity varies with the type and the power of the light used. That is neat. So it is very possible that that what they saw, or what some of the eyewitnesses were, was a big bird. Maybe there just wasn't a lot of those birds in that area or something. Because that's always possible. And if it's at nighttime, you wouldn't get a good view on it, for sure.
Last chance!
I think you've offended the Mothman.
In the end, nobody truly knows what the Mothman is, let alone if he
Mothman's
actually
sponsored.
exists. Some have suggested that Mothman could be of demonic or angelic origin. Others believe that Mothman could actually be an extraterrestrial, connecting Mothman with bright lights seen in the sky. Some even believe
Also the lake.
Mothman could be an ultra-terrestrial,
case.
a creature from another dimension. As for me, I'm not quite sure what I believe.
That would be cool.
But I do find the voluminous docket of sightings to be curious for something that is not real. Nonetheless, as our efforts have proved today, the existence of Mothman continues to elude us and will remain, for now, unsolved.
I think it would be really cool if somehow we did discover that something like this, like one of these cryptids or something, did exist. Because then it's like, holy shit, there's still stuff out there that we are unaware of. But because of how long these stories have been going on, and there not being any clear evidence of it, even though we live in an age where there's cameras everywhere, there's fucking cell phones, like with cameras that are as good as DSLR cameras, the fucking like powerful cameras. You just, it's surprising that you don't see clear footage of anything like this, like Bigfoot or the Mothmans that people claim, or like what else is there? Slenderman? That's not even a cryptid. I mean, it is, but it's creepypasta. It's a little different. I mean, he is a Mothman, so of course. What if it was like, I wonder what kind of made them specifically tie it to a moth. But what if it was like a very rare breed of like just big moth? Like it wasn't even, it's not even like man-shaped or anything. They probably just said that to make themselves seem stronger. But it was just actually like a big moth. Because I mean, there's lunar moths. They're not massive, but they are the size of like small birds. So there could be another moth. I don't know. I'm just talking shit, all right? I'm just talking on my ass.
A subscriber has arrived on the scene.
Yo, Zelly. Zelly, thank you for the resub. Wait, didn't you just resub? I thought you just resubbed the other day. What the hell? 20 months. Currently a 17-month streak. Good God. It's crazy shit. Thank you for the resub. We have been going down a weird rabbit hole. We were going to do Oblivion today. Because yesterday was Oblivion's 18th birthday. But instead, somehow we ended up watching this and this. Yeah. You feel like Twitch has your subness all confused? Probably. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. It has like mine and Boke's follow dates like all fucked up as well. Happy birthday, Oblivion. It was yesterday. So it's the day after. I was going to do something yesterday, and then I told you guys I had some anxiety issues. So I was like, I probably shouldn't force myself to stream. I'm a very introverted person with very bad anxiety issues. So it's, I don't like it. I wish that was not the case, but I'm also not going to fucking hide it and be like, oh no, I just like it's just it is what it is. Is this what it is? Is this what the command is? I'm not following myself? I am so unsupportive. Damn. Let's see. What happens if I... Oh my god, it's a ghost. Should we watch another one of those videos, or should we check out, like, actual, like... Well, no, you know what? We'll stick with those. We'll go with the ghost one, though. Instead of a cryptid. We'll do, like, maybe one or two more. Yeah. You're all for mental health days? Yeah. It sucked, because I didn't want to. Like, I was really wanting to stream last night. And then it was just like, yeah, I can't. Because I knew that if I did, and I was feeling the way that I did, then it would just be a shit stream. And the stuff that I did have planned wouldn't. Like, it just wouldn't happen. Which, to be fair, I didn't do the plans that I had for today, but yeah, that's whatever. It's whatever! I wish that I had some, I need some food that I can quickly heat up. It was my fault since I showed Khor so Hey, but to be fair, like, I get distracted, and then I'm very indecisive. So, if something catches my eye, then I'm like, ooh, well, I want to go down this rabbit hole for a little bit. Because I like, the Oblivion stuff, I'm still going to do the Oblivion stuff. Because I want to do, one where I try to beat the game with paintbrushes. And, which, it's not what it sounds like. It's going to take, like, 2 or 3 hours, maybe. And then one where I try to speedrun the game. That one's going to take, like, 20 minutes. Like, actually. Like, it's going to be fast. Maybe 30 minutes. Maybe an hour. But it's not that long. But I can do that whenever. Beating up ghosts. Khor has experience in that department. Yeah, we were talking about the spoopy, like the ghost stories earlier. I tried fighting my shower because the shower, the towel on the shower curtain, or like that I had leaning over the shower curtain, like popped out at me, and then I was like, "Be gone, demon!" And I started fighting the demon. Very bad choice of words. Yeah. Started fucking beating the fuck out of it. Yeah. I won, by the way. Just toss that out there, all right? Just for all the other fucking cringe-ass VTubers out there that want to try and be badass and stuff, I beat a demon's ass by fisting it. All right, let's see what we have here. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I just want to see what pops up. Nightmare nuns? Ooh. Ooh. A night at Bikini Bottom. The most intelligent fish. The giant manta. Wait, the most intelligent... Oh, wait, I guess because a dolphin's not considered a fish, right? Freaking sussy bathroom ghost, right? Just throwing hands with the shower curtains. Oh, man. Speaking of clip, my damn head. Dude, I gotta figure out the head thing. I don't know why my head keeps breaking. It does that every now and then. It's because it's losing tracking. Speaking of the clipping thing, I gotta figure out some shorts that I can make. Because I've been fucking terrible at keeping up with short form content lately. I've been doing good with the YouTube videos. Even though they're not... Guys, I look, I'm gonna mention it. I'm not necessarily mad about it or anything. I think it's just kind of a funny coincidence. But the last video did lose. Somebody did leave because they found out that I was a VTuber, which I think is funny as fuck. There was also another one, or like 2 others that left. So I lost 3 subscribers because of that shit. I think it's funny though. I think it's funny, but you know, it is what it is. I want to try and create a bridge between regular content and I guess like VTubers, because I think VTubers get shit on a lot for no reason. Like there's not any actual reason to it, outside of like some of the bad press that they get from Twitter because of anime role players. So I think one day trying to create an ecosystem where we can all get along and people are more accepting of the fact that I am just a normal fucking dude. Not just me, but other content creators as well. We're just normal fucking people doing our thing, but we happen to use a model. Everybody can live in peace. It's gonna be nice. Spineless perfect horseradish vote yeah. What if I vote no? All right, let's see what the clip is. Be gone, demon! And I started fighting the demon. Very bad choice of word. Stop fucking breaking! My neck keeps breaking. What's the rest of this? Yeah. Want to try and be badass and stuff? I beat a demon's ass by fisting it. Right, okay, hold on. Don't cry, I'm just a fish. My humor is dead. Demonic possession at the Conjuring House. I think we should check that one out. What do you guys think? Conjuring House sound good? The people need to know the truth. Says the most out-of-pocket shit, I swear, and it's fucking great. Well, you know what? I got a fucking fidget spinner. I don't know. Yeah, let's watch this damn video. Well, why did it start laughing as soon as it did the metal pole noise? Well, now we have 1 hour of random ass pole noises because it's great. Frosted Flakes. Yo, hear the shit. Yo, it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Damn, it's still going. Shit. Oh, the noise is dying. No. I gotta make noise. It's still going, I swear. I don't even know why I have. Somebody gave me this where I used to work. Somebody gave me one because they know that how I am, and they were like, "Hey, maybe this will help." And then I was like, "Okay," but I just get distracted by it. I also get very distracted by a laser pointer. I have a little laser pointer for cats, and I'm doing it now. God damn it! I keep shining it up, and then I'm like, it's shiny. It's the red eyes. You keep thinking, think the noise keeps getting canceled. It did. You got a bunch of fidget toys. I wonder what the best one is. Because fidget spinners, I mean, like, I think they're overrated, but I think they're still kind of neat. I don't know. I would have never bought one. I could definitely say that. I need to stop. All right. Look, I get distracted. I get distracted. Shut up. Shut up. You have this weird cube thing that folds and flips around. Oh, the fidget cubes. Yeah, I think I've tried one of those too, but it was 3D printed, so it wasn't that great. Because, I mean, not to shit on 3D prints or anything. It's just that, because it's not as smooth, right? Because of the layer lines and shit. So it wasn't, you know, it's just not as cool. It's not as smooth. I'm distracted. Guys, I'm distracted. Shut up. Why are you picking on me? Why are you guys picking on me? Why are you always fucking picking on me? You wanna fight? Huh? What are you gonna do now? Get a fucking fidget spinner.
Well.
Oh, shh. Shh, 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 shh. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. There we go. You guys ready? Spoopy video? Spoopy video? This is the demonic possession of the Conjuring house. This is the place that was in the one movie, two movie, that you want to step outside, bro, and download Mario Kart? I don't know if I still have my Nintendo online service. Damn it. I would show it, but you know, tell your hand. Oh, this is gonna be great. All right.
Well, we're finally here. The Conjuring house.
Gorgeous night.
Normally for, you know, Hollywood, they make the house spookified and all that stuff, but
I think it actually looks nicer in the film.
Is that rain or is
Middle
it
of the
static?
woods,
I
no
think
less.
that's rain.
No one will hear us
scream,
get
yeah,
our
very good.
insides pulled out.
Well, shall we?
Get on in there, Burgoose.
I think it's chocolate rain. Oh yeah, that was rain. Bro, chocolate
This week,
rain would
on
be
the
so
season
great.
premiere of the final season of BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, we investigate the Arnold estate.
The
As part
final?
of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? Now, considered by many to be one of the most haunted houses in America, many people know this place by another name, the Conjuring House. That's right, in our final season, we are finally going to sleep and investigate in the Conjuring House, the house that inspired the first Conjuring film. And
timing.
as you do know, and as everybody else there knows,
Yeah.
I will only do one demonic investigation per season.
Okay.
And herein lies my sacrifice for this season.
It was a terrifying
We're just starting
night.
off with it.
Yeah, I guess so. Might as well. Hey, if you're gonna get wet, you might as well go swimming. That's what I say.
Are you kind of like a dip your toes in the pool kind of guy? Or are
I
you
literally
like a...
just fucking said if you're gonna get
Yo,
wet,
the-
you might as well
Yeah,
go
I'm
swimming.
asking you by the methodology.
I'm jumping.
There's a guy right there just staring at us.
Well, then that's
I
the...
laid my ass on a pentagram. Do you think I'd dip my toes in the pool?
I don't know, maybe you kind of are a guy who likes to work your way in.
Absolutely
That goes
not.
against everything I do know about you, but I just wanted to give you the courtesy
The
of
Ghoul
asking.
Boy promise is that we get wet. Right?
I guess that's the slogan we're running with this last season, so...
Get ready to get wet out there.
Well...
I'm already wet.
Built in 1736 in Harrisville, Rhode Island, the 3,100 square foot home
I'm not
still
funny,
sits
guys.
on the original stone foundation that dates back to before the American Revolution. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath house went on to endure the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, and relentless storms, including the hurricane of 1938 that destroyed many other homes and barns in the south of New England.
That's an old ass house.
It is an
The
old
final
ass house.
season, we'll just get right into it. That's
Goddamn,
an
that
old
house
ass
is old.
I can guarantee you this, every house we're going to be in is going to be old as hell.
A former
Yeah,
resident
those are the
of
haunted
home
ones.
theorized that the Arnold estate's resilience may be due to a far more nefarious reason, that the home is in fact, quote, a portal cleverly disguised as a farmhouse, end quote. And unfortunately for one family, that portal would lie dormant until they moved in.
I swear
and
my
the
humor
Arnold
is
estate
broken.
became a living nightmare.
Sometimes houses just be creepy. There's not really any
Yeah.
particular reason
Houses be
why
creeping, yeah.
this house is creepy or, as you
Fidget
like
spin?
to say, a hellmouth.
Yeah.
But sometimes I kind of like the idea
of a family just being patient zero just because.
Yeah.
Like everyone seems to think that the devil has this like kind of like intricate plan and things have to make sense. What if sometimes he just like spins a globe and it's just like
throws a dart
Spin?
at the board, yeah.
right there. That's where I'm gonna take a dump on a family.
I mean, that makes the most sense. as sort of
What?
agent of
I am going to take a shit on this
you know?
I'm
family
not
right
scared of
here.
this demon.
Yes, you are.
I am. Why don't we go back outside?
Oh, do you not like it in here?
Yeah, I love it in here, dude.
Do you not like the vibes?
I'm going
Yeah, I
to
love that
unhinge
they
my
made,
ass cheeks and
a
just shit on that
successful horror
family.
franchise off of how horrific this house is.
Judging by
Satan
one room,
poops.
I think
Everybody
this might
poops.
be the nicest place we've ever stayed.
You said that everywhere we've gone.
Well,
Every time I poop, a
find
little
them very
piece of
charming.
God
This
pops
place
out.
is chilling on Airbnb. This place is a lot more rustic
I guess so. Yeah, it's more cabin-like, that's for sure.
in a way that I find very sexy.
I'm dead
Hey,
inside.
look at this, our old pal.
Yeah, what is this? A replica? She doesn't go on tour.
No, this is a replica. I don't think they would allow the real Annabelle to be, I guess, a dining room.
Yeah, no,
We've met
they
your
have the
sister.
real one at a museum, right?
She was weak sauce. Now she lives in my rib cage. What do you think of that?
I'm just unnerved by a house that's evil and horrible for no reason. Are you not? I actually
There's a
find it more
children's book
comforting to
about
know, well, obviously
Satan pooping?
horrible things happened here, therefore.
Take this opportunity. It was missed, but I just fully watched that door swing open and freaked out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. So
Oh, I got chills. Oh, I got chills. Oh, I got
This
chills.
place is full of them tonight. Who we just entered.
how could?
I actually do have chills. I don't know why.
He's already got the wiggles.
That wasn't
we
me.
got a class 5 wiggler here. This guy's, he ain't feeling it.
We got a certified wiggler.
Now that's your little ghost alarm. Is this door? This is the one that.
This door opened from that way.
It's not doing it now.
What the fuck?
I mean, it seems to be prone to that.
Already doing it, huh?
Well, you know. Did you ladies do
Dude,
this?
there's.
Huh?
I
I'd
thought
like to
that
do
was
a
in the
little
case.
test. Perhaps the house is old. Maybe the moving around could make
I
it
thought that they
open.
had it in the case. Why is it on the chair?
That's a lot of jumping.
When he's
Okay.
dancing. He's a dancing man.
Yep, that's a good test, I guess. All right.
Damn, got those
well,
moves.
dropped
You gotta
your
teach
little
me
ghost
some.
thing.
Did that
You
satisfy
gotta learn how to
you?
dance.
Yeah, but I would like to point
This is all I
out
could do.
that with just,
Kind of depressing.
you know.
It was a little bit harder of a push than
Well,
you
here.
thought. It was a little harder of a push than that.
No, but I'm
I wanna
saying like
let
when
the
it's,
record show
when
that
it's
your
wedged.
face.
But look at this. Scary.
Yeah, but it was definitely closed.
Okay, maybe it wasn't though. Who's in here? Okay, we got more of the Annabelles.
Dude, y'all got too many
And,
Annabelles.
There's Ryan Bergara. What are you look afraid?
The other two are
In
decorations.
this library, our audio record.
But what's not to say that if it was the real one, that it wouldn't just jump over to the other dolls? I think all dolls are like no good. Get rid of them. They just shouldn't. Like no, just don't. They shouldn't exist. Stop with the dolls.
Order picked up these unexplained voices.
Wait, it's reaction. Wait, it's reaction. Wait,
Your
it's
core
reaction.
voodoo doll is great. You have a
It
core
said
voodoo
that
doll?
books fly off this shelf,
Oh,
What?
which is kind of cool.
yeah, that is kind of.
Wait, you have a core voodoo doll? If you actually
Okay,
do,
right
I
here,
want to see
guys.
it.
Take a book off of it. Slap
It's
me.
not
and
how
kiss it.
possession
want
works, I
some
think.
Text on my lips.
You don't know that.
Don't do that with your lips.
Come on, right there. Don't you want to throw a book at this cocky little, by some accounts, decent looking?
Yo, could I
Is this the
kiss
season of
myself?
Smooching ghosts? Okay, what if this is our new test for the season? We close our eyes and we both make kissy faces and see if either of us get kissed by a ghost.
Yo, could I kiss myself?
No, this is the technique that you learn at ghost hunting school. Does they teach you this on day one?
Best in the biz.
Hello there.
I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything.
You
either.
wanna?
This room is clear.
In December of 1970, Roger and Carolyn Perrin, along with their 5 daughters, Nancy, Christine, Andrea, Cindy, and April, moved into the Arnold estate.
There's 2 of
According
me.
to her first-hand account, Andrea Perrin
Yo, me
said that
reverse
her
is actually
mother,
badass.
Carolyn, quote, discovered the farm quite by accident back in
Look at
June of that same year.
while Andrea remembers the previous owner of the property as, quote, an elderly gentleman who captured our hearts with his kindness and generous spirit. Other sources report that neighbors told the parents to, quote, leave the lights on at night upon their move into the historic house.
Do you think that elderly gentleman was the fucking devil?
It's possible. Would you make a deal with the devil?
Yeah.
What would it be for?
Whatever.
Just a general
Whatever
deal?
he's got, I'll
you'd
take
have, you'd have an overall deal with the devil?
Why are you already shaking my hand?
Wait, I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I don't want to make a deal. Let's settle it down.
You came back to a fidget spinning tournament. I lost.
It's too late. You're in contract with Shane Madej now.
The parents' experiences with the supernatural started fairly innocently. Carolyn would find herself noticing small things, like a broom being out of place, strange noises coming from different rooms, or piles of dust in the kitchen where she'd just swept. In the beginning, the Perrin family believed the apparitions they began to witness within the Arnold estate to be benevolent. The spirits would act up, or become increasingly loud when guests would be over. Carolyn Perrin once saw two men sitting in the dining room, one of whom looked directly at her, then pointed to her so the other man could get a look. Andrea joked that, to them, she was the ghost. Recently in this area of the house, one woman heard a disembodied clap and observed the apparition of a woman in a white dress just outside the kitchen window. Others have even heard a woman's voice greet them with an eager and welcoming hello.
So this is the dining room.
Hello.
I have a thermal cam set up in my hand here, and that's because they saw a woman in white outside these windows.
Snake.
Where the white lady's at?
I don't know. I think
I tried to be stealthy,
but I guess.
but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks kept alerting the guards.
Is there anybody in here with us right now? My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
If there's anybody who would like to communicate, make your presence known. You can move something. You could touch one of us.
Give us a massage.
Hey, we're back in the saddle after 2 years of not ghost hunting. You know how sad that makes me? Ooh.
It makes him so sad.
It makes me so sad, and I'm here with my friend, and this is the first time we're back on the trail. I mean, how long has it been since we just walked around a room together and looked at the stuff?
That's true.
Check this shit out. Whoa.
What a fucking creepy.
Hey,
Look at
why
this.
are
That's
hanging
crazy.
Dead plants from the ceiling.
That's actually kind of unnerving. I don't like that.
That's it looks like some witch stuff. But all due respect to the witches out there.
This is
I'm
also
kind
the
of
room
digging
where
the
two
reverse
gentlemen
core.
were spotted by Carolyn Perrin, just
That kinda
sitting
looks
there,
neat.
and they pointed at her as if she
I
was
don't
the
know why.
ghost.
Love
That
that.
looks neat.
Love a confused ghoul.
Like,
Love
look
an
at that.
others situation.
Yeah.
Who's in this house?
Can I sit down?
You can sit down. Why not?
I'll join you.
Come take a seat on Papa's lap.
No.
Okay, the chair works.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'm gonna ask again. Who is in this house? I know there's something,
Am I flirting? No, I'm not flirting with
demonic
myself. It's about.
but why?
What are you doing here?
What's the deal?
Hold me.
What's your name?
What's your whole situation?
Are there any other entities here that aren't demonic?
What if someone's just like, yeah, hi, my name's Greg.
There's a freaky lady downstairs. And dare I say, I think she wants to hurt me.
She won't talk to me.
So now we're going into the kitchen. Apparently they picked up an EVP in here of a woman saying hello, as well as a disembodied clap, kind of like the film. And a lady, a woman in white, staring through this window very creepily. I'm not gonna lie, if I came in here to make myself a bag of
Do I need to
popcorn
pause?
on the stove or in this microwave, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to eat this popcorn. Ah!
Oh, yeah, you saw
A face
lady.
right there?
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind. I'd shit my pants.
Anybody out there?
I
Hello?
don't think
I
so.
don't see anybody.
Seeing as how this is the Conjuring house, I'm sure you guys are used to this. I have in my hand right here a device. And for the first time this season, we're breaking.
Yo, look, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, this design is not like it doesn't look bad. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's just take a moment. Like, look at this. Opposite core. Not bad. It looks weird. Not bad. Shut up. Shut up. Have I made this awkward?
Out.
Let's start the end of this series correctly.
Shane, why don't you tell the folks what this is?
Well, Ghosts, this is a stupid little radio. Come on, man! You gotta give us some heads up on that. You can't just fucking record that.
I got tired of you yakking.
Of course it looks weird. Well, it looks cool, though.
Okay, come on, take it easy. Fuck it. What's the non-human entity in this house?
Oh, he's off. He's off and running now. He found his courage.
What is the non-human entity in this house? What's in this kitchen with us right now? My name is Ryan.
Bro, should I invert myself?
If you want to communicate with us, say our names back to us.
Say them backwards. It'd be fun for the viewers, because then they could reverse it and be like, what did he say? It'd be like a cool ARG.
Yeah.
We invite you to make a nice little home in the soul of Ryan Bergara.
No, in the soul of Shane Madej.
For some time, the parents peacefully coexisted in their home along with the spirits trapped within. The youngest parent daughter, April, became friends with a spirit who lived in her closet. April believed the spirit in her closet to be Oliver Richardson, although the ghost could also have been Olive Richardson, a woman who died in 1867 and whose grave marker is just 10 short miles from the Arnold estate.
Any kind of entity that befriends a child, especially the youngest child, I don't like that.
Nah, dude.
I don't like that.
Don't be creepy.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
That ghost is up to no good.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't
Nah.
trust this ghost.
Nah,
Well, they
bro.
prey on the vulnerable. Children are, they're more susceptible to things.
Do you think that's why they prey on me instead of you?
Because you look like a child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm lifting all these weights?
Who's this buff little boy?
My head
Who's
hurts.
that buff 6-year-old? I'm gonna haunt him, but
Let's haunt his
I'm a little scared about this one.
Did I need to invert myself? I'm just saying, like, do I need to invert myself? Like, shit, that design looked kind of cool.
She was said to
I
have a
don't
little
know.
pal who lived
Do I
in
need to,
that
like,
little
invert my
closet right
design?
there,
Shit.
named Oliver. However, when talking to the site rep
Got that
here,
e-boy look going on. Like,
they
look at this
actually
shit.
said that the little boy that hangs out there is actually named Manny.
See, like, I'm pleasant core.
Said little boy.
I'm like cool core, right? And then this is like bad boy core. Choke me like you hate me.
Thermal.
Oh, so you got your little,
So I got my thermal here.
little predator cam out.
Oh, look! I sat on that rocking chair right before we started rolling here, and you could see my whole.
Whoa!
Does it have the same
mark.
personality? I guess
That's
so.
a hot ass.
That's a hot ass.
That's the hottest ass the internet's ever seen. God damn! Look at those buns.
Let me sit in this chair and see if it retains anything.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay. Oh, this is fun. Okay, I'm gonna try and be real warm.
Yeah, think warm thoughts. Think Chipotle.
Anything?
Oh yeah, dude. Look at this.
Oh my
you
God,
are
it's
making that baby
Chipotle.
glow.
Wow!
Chipotle is my wine.
Get a shot at this. Take a look at this. That's YouTube's ass right there.
Wow, you can
God
really see my ass.
Look at that. Look
Yo,
at how
YouTube is
pronounced that
caked up.
crack is.
I'm surprised you don't see him.
I'm surprised.
My sack.
Anyways, let's try and find this kid. He's in the closet.
Can't believe how pronounced my crack was.
That's pretty good.
That's the closest we've ever gotten to an actual ghost on this show.
Is there anybody in here with us? I know you saw us being very childish in this room. Butts are funny. Is there anybody in here?
This is Manny's closet.
Did you say something?
I said this is Manny's closet.
Fun fact, not only did a bear fight in World War II, making the rank of lieutenant, but a duck fought in World War II, making it the rank of sergeant, known as sergeant. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know that there was also like trained bomb pigeons or something? I forgot what it was. I don't think they ever went through with it though. Like it wasn't like reliable enough or something. It was also kind of fucked.
Did you hear something in there?
Yeah, sounded like a girl.
What'd you hear, boy?
Like, ha. Hey, stop. Like that sounded like stop.
Stop. Shut up.
Manny, are you in here? I really hope not, because this is where I'm sleeping.
Guests who later stayed in the home said to have witnessed a ball moving independently around the floor, doors opening on their own.
and cell phones getting knocked off the nightstand with no explanation. The family even witnessed
Damn, that
the
phone was heavy.
appearance of a father, son, and dog at the top of the staircase on several occasions. But despite their best
Oh,
efforts,
shit.
the ghostly trio
think the
would
kid
never
fell down the
make eye
stairs.
contact nor acknowledge the family in any way.
Ghost dogs.
Maybe we could bring a little treat, you know?
That's a good idea. Milk bone.
Or maybe you could dress up like a cat.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna make this very clear. Are we gonna put on cat ears at this location? Yes. Is it a joke?
No.
Absolutely not.
If I'm a ghost,
Yeah.
dog aside, if I'm a ghost dog, of course I'm going to bark at a cat. But if I
Exactly.
see two men
Dressed like a cat.
dressed like cat crawling up the stairs and being sort of like, meow, I'll be like, yeah, what the fuck are you
Meow.
doing? I'm summoning all my ghost energy to vocalize into the physical world. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? It's been nearly 2 years since we've sat down at the supernatural desk and gone out on our ghost hunts.
Meow.
And in that time, as we were coming up on this season, it occurred to me, and I'm not even joking about this, we are the best ghost hunters who ever lived.
I agree with that.
I'm not fucking joking.
There's no point
This
in
is
us.
not a joke.
There's no point in us dimming our light anymore.
No.
Okay? And you're gonna see that right meow.
We hear there's a ghost dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna see this right meow. What the fuck happened?
No, you don't have a cat, do you?
What is going on? This is how you should actually ghost hunt.
Yeah, you gotta really purr.
Oh hell yeah. Oh, that was a fucking elephant. What the hell was that? Oh, damn. That's an angry puss. Cat.
Your ghost dog yet?
Just think, when we started this, did you ever think you'd be on your knees looking at the staircase with cat ears on?
You know what? I did.
Me too.
Oh, hairball.
But then, things took a turn. Just 3 years after moving in, the Perrin family began noticing the smell of rotting flesh permeating their home. And while the smell was certainly enough to concern the young family, it was what came after that truly terrified them. In the early morning hours, the family would wake to the wafting stench of death, and like clockwork, at exactly 5:15 a.m., the Perrin children began being pulled and flung from their beds by what the
Oh, that
family
sounds lovely.
believed to be demonic possession.
Oh yeah. Check it out, children. You can use this mag light to communicate with us. I don't know why he smelled it like that. With this light, you'll be able.
What if ghosts like they weren't a thing and it was just very, very strong ants? Like tiny little ants that were getting in your bed and just like grabbing you by the leg and just fucking slinging you out and be like, "Big gun, you humanoid fuck." Or start
People
throwing
just tell
like your
us,
potatoes.
You know, simple yes or no questions. This light will, turn on randomly, I will admit that. However, it will also turn on if you tap it. And therefore, we could maybe garner intelligent responses from this.
Yeah, this light sometimes turns on randomly,
door.
but if you touch it, we know it's
Sure
you.
sounded like it. Huh?
Someone just opened the door.
Zoop,
somewhere in
thank you
this
for stopping
I'll
by.
have to go check that out.
house. Me?
Hope that you
And
have a
not
good
you?
rest of your day.
Well, I'm getting the mag light ready.
Fuck. Hello? Who's there?
Good luck.
Who just opened the door down here?
Oh,
Guys?
the door is open.
The front door's open. Completely wide open.
Is that scary? Does that not sit well with you?
Fucking kidding me. As is the basement door. Oh my god, the hair on my
Oh, shit,
fucking
Jimmy.
neck is standing up. Who's here?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, fucking scared the shit out of me.
Probably want to close that. Does that close all the way?
I feel like I need a cross tattoo on my face.
Put a little elbow grease into it, I guess.
An upside down one.
Great.
Inverted burp.
You don't like that.
You don't. Do you
Oh,
like
it's just
that?
me inhaling.
You don't like that.
I mean, I think it's just a windy night. Was it you, Annabelle?
Fucking weird. Okay, let's go back upstairs.
Want me to get something stuck in your head?
Is the fun starting?
Your massive dick. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's mark that down as 1 point for the Boogars.
Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's mom has got it going on.
The Boogars do need some points, so feel free to do that.
Don't bonk me.
All right, we've settled. We've addressed the door issue.
Now whatever was out there is
You son of a
in here.
bitch.
As you can see, that light is on
How dare
right
you.
now. If there's something in here with us right now, turn the light off right now. And it is trying to turn off. You're gonna have to try harder than that, pal.
If you'd like to hurt us, turn the light off right now. Nice. What do you hear?
What do your ears hear? I thought I heard like whispering.
Turn the light off. Turn the light off.
Do you hear whispering?
Do it. It won't stop me. Steal it.
Listen to this.
Turn off the light, you bitch.
Maybe it's not doing it, but it's just kind of like whispering.
For a second, they're just like.
I bet you won't do it. Bet you won't turn off the light.
You see what I'm saying, though, right? I thought I heard. I'm not.
Hear the rain. No, that was a genuine look on your face. I don't think you were hamming it up there. You know what rain sounds like, so I know you're accounting for that.
For a brief second there, I thought I heard something whisper, "Turn the light off." That's why I freaked out. And then after that, it started sounding just more kind of inaudible. I couldn't really pick it out.
Well, turn the light off then, huh? If you're a demon, turn the light off.
Was it mocking you?
Do it. You won't do it.
Us to turn our
You won't do it.
Well,
You won't fucking do it. Yo, there's a demon in here. Turn off my light.
Who's opening doors in this house?
It didn't do it.
That's you? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Who is this? Is this anybody, or is this just we just looking at a random event here?
Can you hear the whispering half the time because Khor
If
kept
you're a
whispering over it?
ghost child and you're going to wait till Reinberger closes his eyes, and then when he opens them, you're going to be standing in the corner of his room in shadow, but he'll be able to make out your ghastly little figure.
How dare you give me a mustache?
Just go ahead and turn that light off. Right.
Oh, fuck. Did you see that? A flash of lightning at the same time that turned off.
Oh, shit. Did you see that?
The heavens
Boom.
are opening up.
That was horrific.
Unfortunately for the parents, and what they couldn't have known then, was they were already caught in a web of events that would eventually lead to what Andrea Perrin would later call, quote,
Obtrusive,
the most
cautious
terrifying
bee.
night of her
Beef?
life.
Rack attack.
It all started around
The fuck is a rack
1974.
attack?
Carolyn Perrin was lying on the sofa in the living room when suddenly she felt a sharp pain in her calf muscle. The muscle began to spasm, and when she looked closer, she noticed a pool of blood right where she'd felt the injury. She scanned the
What?
sofa for bees or anything else that could have stung her leg, but found nothing.
Wait, hold on. Bee, alright, if a bee stings you, that's not going to cause a fucking pool of blood, though. A bee stings you, and it's just like, ow. That was unpleasant. That was even more unpleasant.
You know, when you wake up in a pool of your own blood, the first thought is,
Oh, fuck, are there
Damn
bees
these
here?
bees.
where's that dang bee? He got me again.
Where's that damn
You know
bee?
how a bee stab you with a machete?
What the fuck?
Scan for bees, really.
This is where she was lying when she
Damn
got
bees done
stabbed
did it again.
by what she, I guess, assumed was,
Ah, somebody stole my
Bees?
car, them damn bees.
as one would assume. But we don't have to talk about that right now. It's certainly an odd thing to assume.
I'm missing my kidney. It's the fucking bees.
You jump to conclusions when you feel a stabbing pain in a place where you usually take nice little naps.
I'm lying on the couch where you attacked Carolyn Perrin. Whatever is in this house. Now we're both sitting on the couch.
Wait, is that
What do you think of that?
a Ouija
Why
board
did you attack her?
blanket? That's actually
Is this your
sick.
couch? Is
I
this
don't want
your
that.
house?
What's your deal, ma'am?
I don't know, man. I'm just alive.
What's all
Kinda
this
regret
then? What are you doing? What are you doing in here? We know a lot of stuff has gone down in here. We got some Ouija boards over there? Ryan, what do you think about that?
We're gonna use those
They only
later
got
for a
two of
seance.
them.
But Now, you don't approve of Ouija boards, do you?
No, I don't. But I also don't approve of not getting evidence in our final season.
Oh, that's going to be a rough one.
Yo, they spending some money
Well,
on
we already
that.
had a door
Two
opening.
Ouija,
Can
three
you
Ouija
close that
boards
door?
technically.
Whatever's inside this house, can you close that door? Just to show us that you're here.
Go ahead, close that door.
Yeah, I got a question. What if it's like an ancient, what if you're using a Ouija board and it's like an ancient, like a very, very old ghost and it can't read? Can it still use a Ouija board or no? Genuine question.
Oh, my hand's shaking.
Did the door close?
No.
Oh, okay. Mark that down as a point for the Shaniacs.
What a dick. Unbelievable.
As to why Carolyn was being targeted, Andrea Perrin believed that, quote, whoever the spirit was, she perceived herself to be mistress of
Fuck,
the
you're
house,
getting a lot of
and she
clips.
resented the competition my mother
Whoa.
posed for that
I'm scared.
position, end quote. After being attacked in the living room, Carolyn and Roger Perrin had had enough. Desperate and in need of answers, the Warrens were finally called in.
Oh boy.
Let's go, baby.
Do you think
Khor is a clippy
talk
bitch.
among themselves? And
Bro, I
they
need
know?
to make some more
Yeah, they're like,
clips,
wow,
man.
we must be doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
To get them shorts going.
And then we show up and they're like, oh.
Like I pay for my brain
These
surgery
two
from getting
walk
hit in the head with that fucking metal pipe all the time.
James Wan film.
Ed and
Which is
Lorraine
better.
Warren had founded the New England Society for Psychic Research in 1952, and at
Am I
that
cool yet?
time were arguably the most famous paranormal experts in the U.S. Their investigations include that of the Amityville house, as well as the possession of a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yo,
thought
make
to
sure
be
that I'm not
haunted
canceled
by
yet. No.
unsolved
Make sure that I'm
alumnus,
canceled.
Annabelle Higgins.
I need the views.
Your good old pal.
I've been streaming for 3 years, man. I need the
Your good
views.
old pal Annabelle.
Yeah, raggedy ass brats.
Let me get some controversy. I'll take it.
Hey.
My mental health's already
shit.
shit.
The Warrens arrived in Rhode Island and began their investigation. Upon seeing Carolyn Perrin's injury, the Warrens became convinced that the demonic presence who had harmed her was none other than the former neighbor of the Arnold estate, Bathsheba Sherman.
Be
Born
doing anything
in
for the line.
1812, Bathsheba Sherman lived on the
Yo,
farm
look, I'm coming up
just
on
next
3
door
years,
to the
okay?
Arnold estate with her husband, Judson. During her lifetime, Bathsheba had come under scrutiny after an infant mysteriously died in her care. The baby was examined, and it was determined
Sus.
that the death was caused by a large sewing needle piercing the base of its skull.
Oh, come on.
Branded a witch, local townspeople suspected that Bathsheba had killed the child to sacrifice it to the devil.
I can't be doing that.
Stabbing babies in the head?
Yes.
That's a pretty
For
strong
whatever the
stance to take on
reason
that
is,
one. Are you
don't
sure?
stab,
Yeah.
bro.
You know, we don't
Yeah,
like
it's
to
a
get
baby.
too political on this show.
Yeah,
but
I know.
That's one that
It's a
we're
little
going to draw a
kid.
line.
That's a real brave thing of you.
I
to
hate
say.
kids, but like, don't kill them.
Stab a baby in the head.
Specifically with a sewing.
In video games, maybe
I,
punk
I'll
them.
go one step further.
funny.
With anything.
There is no evidence of a court case finding her
Use them as
innocent,
a football.
but her name was legally cleared, though the public was never convinced. And neither was
3
Lorraine
years
Warren,
equals canceled arc.
now sure that the
We're
demonic
finally gonna
presence
get
in the Arnold
famous.
estate was Bathsheba Sherman. Warren posited
People are gonna
that she
know who
could
I
have
am.
taken the sewing needle with her to the afterlife and used it to stab Carolyn on the couch.
It doesn't look good if a baby is stabbed in the head and you're the last person to have been taken care of.
No, I like that they're like, well, the town still didn't
Holy
like her
shit.
after that. And it's like, yeah, because she was watching a baby and the baby got stabbed.
It's not great. Sucks if she didn't
The
do it.
sewing needle
but,
ghost?
I mean,
The lady.
Yeah, apparently it's the ghost of the person that supposedly killed a baby with a needle. So the theory or the myth is that she brought the needle with her. I don't know. Maybe she wants to sew. Time to practice apology videos. Okay. Hold on. This is fitting music. Wait. Wait. This is close enough to a dog. Guys, I have made a massive lapse of judgment in my judgment, and I'm apologizing for the thing that I did. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what to say. You guys caught me off guard. Now I'm shy.
It was like, well, they said I was a witch, but they didn't have any proof, even though that baby get stabbed.
To be fair, have we checked the neighborhood for bees?
Bathsheba Sherman died in May 1885, and some legends claim that the suspected witch's body, quote, literally turned to stone, end quote, upon her death.
That happens to me
while
sometimes.
others believe she died from a, quote, bizarre form of paralysis, end quote. No matter how Bathsheba died, however, it was now up to the Warrens to figure out why she had come back.
Look, it was my first apology video. Okay, I'm a little shy. I'm very much an introvert, and usually when people do the apology videos, it's not in front of like 3 people. Okay, I'm very nervous. I'm a very shy person, and it was my first apology video. So I'm glad that you guys thought that I did a good job. Do you guys forgive me? If not, fuck you.
Decided the best way to communicate with her was to hold a seance. In 2013, Lorraine Warren told USA Today of the seance at the Arnold estate. Quote, the things that went on there were just incredibly frightening. It still affects me to talk about it today. End quote.
It's time for another seance.
This is the very room in which they performed the exorcism with the Warrens.
Yeah, just imagine just getting canceled over some dumb shit and just being like, I did it for the Vine. At least buy me a dinner before you talk to me like that. Bruh. Fit Spiny Duck BC Warrior. Wait, what the fuck's the BC supposed to stand for? Dude, we need to go down like a rabbit hole of the Twitch clip URLs because they are the weirdest fucking things ever. I love it. I think it's one of the greatest things on the planet. Like more websites need to do that. That is such a creative way to make like a good URL. Also, I am 100% doing that. If I get canceled, I did it for the Vine.
That's great.
And now we're gonna have a seance.
Yeah, have a blast.
Of course, we have our Ouija board right here.
Yeah.
And we have
Those aren't
our
real
candles. We got the planchette. But no good seance is
That's
performed
some such
without
random ass URLs,
protection.
right?
So I got something.
I love it.
That you're gonna really like.
We got condoms? What are you doing?
Wait, did you just say that we have condoms?
What's going on right now?
Whoa, oh.
What is that? You brought...
Khor did it for the Vine.
Packing.
Did it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine.
Oh, your little friend.
Oh,
Got 2
dual
guns,
wielding.
one for each of us.
I get one? Is this
That's right.
holy water?
Yo.
That's holy water, baby. And as always, with a seance, you do need an offering. And I thought, what better offering than the treats that they hand to us on the plane, the ones you don't really like. These are honey graham crackers.
I had a huge
So-
lapse of judgment.
Here you go.
A judgment. Lapse of. Judgment lapse.
What the fuck is going on
I
right
have learned from my, judgment. Did it for the Vine EAB ports.
What the fuck is that? I did it for the Vine B ports. What the fuck? Yeah, I think TTS is starting to have a little bit of a stroke situation going on. I had a huge lapse of judgment. Lapse of judgment lapse. I have learned from my judgment. Did it for the That's for your apology video. Is that what I actually said? I hate myself.
Yes.
That was just a statement.
Are you drinking the holy water? It's disgusting. Now, you'll notice that I do have a gat in my hand, but that's just in case
That's not
you
what
try and pull any, crackers. So, here you go. Just put it. Are you drinking the holy water? It's disgusting. Now, you'll notice that I do have a gat in my hand.
I don't think he knows what a gat is.
But that's just in case you try and pull any, throwy business. If you try and throw me, you get sprayed. You talk to me out of turn, you get sprayed. You touch any of us where the sun don't shine,
you get sprayed.
You're getting wet.
Bro,
Just
imagine
setting
getting
the rules
like
here.
winked
Those are my
off by a
boundaries.
ghost.
And my therapist says it's
I'm
very
so
important
sorry.
to set boundaries.
And these ghosts, this is primarily for the demons, huh? Because ghosts don't give a shit about water, right?
Is mine loaded? No, it's loaded.
I deserve that one. Look, I'm PG-13 in here, okay?
Oh, why would you do that?
The night of the seance,
I'm a Christian friendly
friendly
Minecraft
sure
server.
the children were kept away. But that didn't stop Andrea and her sister Cindy from secretly watching everything that transpired that night. According to Andrea, once the seance started, quote, I thought I was going to pass out. My mother began to speak a language.
Look, I'm PG-13, but everybody in here better be over
in a
18.
voice not her own. Her chair levitated, end quote.
Holy
and,
shit.
Quote, a power not of this world threw her 20 feet into another
I'm not
room.
PG-13. Look,
Why don't we
I'm a
close
dick.
our eyes and see if it lands on any specific letter?
Glowing red eyes.
Let's also hum while we do it, because I feel like that'll, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense, but I'm on board.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much just this show in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roger Perrin later said of his
I would have
wife
done the
that
same
night
shit.
That, quote, she was possessed.
You can't
Her
give me a water
entire
gun or a
body
Nerf gun,
was
man.
distorted, and it lasted several hours until they de-demonized her, and then I threw them out, end quote.
Well, you better start moving it. Otherwise, I'm going to eat all your graham crackers.
Uh-oh. There goes your sacrifice.
Bro.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Close the
That was
door.
rude.
Nothing? Good.
G-O-O-D-B-Y-E. Goodbye. Portal's closed.
Okay.
Despite closing the seance, an audio recorder left recording in this spot overnight picked up this disembodied voice. Is this the voice
No.
of Bathsheba Sherman?
I don't think that was a ghost saying I see. I think that was it sneezing.
Is this the voice of Bathsheba Sherman? Carolyn Perrin, quote, utterly drained and in pain, end quote, agreed with her husband, having said, quote, the Warrens tried to help, but we essentially found things got worse around them, end quote.
Wonder why they cut that out of the movie.
I wish that movie ended with them being like, can you fuck off?
However, following the Warren seance, the parents
I
reported
sneeze,
no
I
further
sneeze.
malevolent supernatural
Achoo.
events within their home. Andrea Perrin stated that the
ghosts.
family simply,
Fuck
quote,
off.
accepted the fact that we were not living there alone,
It's the way to
end
do it.
quote, and lived, quote, pretty happily most of the time until they moved out of the house in 1980. And yet, here the Arnold estate sits, still open to those who are brave or stupid enough to explore it. Is Bathsheba Sherman actually gone, or is she simply waiting for the next viable host? And could she be biding her time in a place that once reeked of rotting flesh? Andrea Perrin said her family steered clear of the dirt-floored cellar, and when her father was forced to venture below to make repairs to the home's heating equipment, quote, he would go downstairs and feel this cold, stinking presence beside him, end quote.
You know what's like sometimes I don't know if it's like a ghost thing, but sometimes I smell vanilla cigars. Is that normal? Or do I have brain damage? Probably both.
In the years since, others have found old children's drawings of a, quote, crooked neck lady, end quote, crumpled
Wait,
and
isn't that a game?
discarded in the hidden depths of the home. One paranormal investigator even witnessed the apparition of a woman with a broken
You're not
neck
helping the brain
lingering
damage.
around the subterranean well that dates back to when the house was first built. So tonight, we'll explore the Arnold Estate's cellar to see if Bathsheba Sherman really was vanquished that fateful night in 1974.
Yo, look at that chair.
Or if she's still
That's a
here,
cool chair.
waiting.
This is apparently where the crooked neck lady resides.
Forgot what is considered a ghost-laced smell.
As I,
don't
said,
know.
this used to be a daycare at one
I've-
point. I guess somebody...
The vanilla cigar one's kind of common though. Like every now and then I'll smell it, and I'm just like, nobody like. I smoke pot. It doesn't smell like cigars. It doesn't smell vanilla. Like right now I'm living with family. They don't smoke outside of my aunt. She also smokes pot. Nothing else. It doesn't smell anything like you know. like vanilla cigars. So I don't know, man. Either I got some brain damage going on, or there's some ghosts up here. I've had like I've had these. I don't know if it's like ghosts. Okay, I definitely have fucking brain damage. I don't know if it's like ghosts or if it's you know, like hallucinations. I don't know. It could be like, it could be anything. But I've experienced like the shadow figures. That one of them was like super tall, and it had kind of like is it called a bowler hat? It's like the mafia hats. Yes, it's like the bowler hats. It had one of those on. It was the same one that I saw
It means
when
it's a demon going for your brain like an evil within LUL.
Oh no. I had sleep paralysis once. That shit freaked me out because I didn't know it was sleep paralysis at the time. And when you have sleep paralysis, there's a couple of different variations of it, but one of them causes you to hallucinate. And so that's exactly what I had. Is I hallucinated a very tall shadow figure that had the bowler hat on. And it was at my window and then walked toward the bed, and then it was just above me and I couldn't breathe. And so I was like trying to like yell, and then finally I got a yell out, and then my mom had came in because this was back when I was in like 9th grade, I think. And yeah, like I didn't know what the fuck happened. I didn't know what sleep paralysis was. And it was like a crazy experience. But that same figure I've seen a couple other times, and I don't know if it was just from like being like sleep deprived or what, but it's weird. Demon finna go after the brain and find out that there's nothing in there. Hey, look, I have a brain, okay? I got at least a little bit of a brain in there. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to speak. So I have a little bit. It might not be much. I am a streamer after all. But there's a little bit. All right? Tiny bit. Shut up.
Claim they saw a
a
crooked
little
neck
bit.
lady down here. And then, when they started to move furniture down here to clear
I got
up
a very
space
big brain.
upstairs, this, from the days of the daycare, was
Look at my big
found.
ass forehead, okay?
And look what one of the
Gotta fill it with
kids
something.
drew on the inside of it.
Is that the crooked neck lady?
Yeah.
Whoa.
How creepy to see something down here and then to later find furniture with the likeness of the thing you saw drawn on it.
That's crazy. That's a cool lady.
Look at her eyes. They have X's on them?
Yeah, she doesn't look well. If I woke up and saw that in the mirror, I'd be like...
For watching this stream, none of us have brains. Oh, come on.
You know.
I have to...
And
If
now,
you guys are
ahead
watching
of
this,
our
I'm not
horrifying
allowed to talk shit to you about you guys, because then you'll leave, and then I'll be lonely. You guys are smart, alpha chads. I'm depressed.
Over at the Conjuring House, Shane and I will investigate the basement individually. All right, big boy. It's time to put you underground.
What am I looking for? Bathsheba?
Oh, you said your
And the
brain.
neck lady?
Yeah, both of them.
My bad.
Okay, heading back down into the basement here. That's fairly
Vanilla
gross.
cigs are a very specific smell. No, it really is. Like it's very
Crooked
distinctly
neck lady? Chilling in
vanilla
the
cigars.
No.
Like exactly vanilla cigars.
Bathsheba? Are you around? Huh? Why don't you just come on out? I'm alone down here, so prime me.
When streamers
Prime
talk
target.
shit to me,
Come
I
on.
can talk shit back and I get
Come
mad.
get me.
That is fair.
I'm gonna go explore the space a bit. Crooked neck lady.
Isn't there a
Why's
game
your neck
about
like
like a
that?
crooked
what
neck?
you done, huh? Who
Crooked
did that
Neck
to your
Man?
neck?
It was
You
like one
wanna do the
PewDiePie
clap
played.
game? Here we go.
Oh, we're looking right at the crotch.
How's that?
Can we look anywhere else?
Ryan, what are your thoughts going down there into the basement? Any plans to see the bent neck lady?
Flashlight as a microphone bit, huh?
Pretty funny with Ken.
Yeah, it's like a
So what are your thoughts going into
RPG
the
Maker
basement
game.
now on your solo investigation? Tell us, where's your head at?
Well, I don't love going down into a basement infested by a demon by myself. I'm starting to emotionally shut
What, you don't
down.
like doing that?
Love to hear that. Well, good luck. We
Dude, I
wish
would
you
love
luck.
to do that.
You know the funny thing about that, Shane, is I don't need luck.
I got an
My
anime
fear.
on my side.
I am stronger than my fear.
Apparently
Not
dicks.
my fear. My name is Ryan. Ryan
Hi,
Bergara.
Ryan.
And I'm the
Is this
most
an AA meeting?
feared ghost hunter in the fucking world.
Oh.
So I ask you this, demon. Do you feel fucking lucky? Am I alone down here? Who's here with me? Is there anybody down here with me? Or am I just talking to gross ass air?
He sounds like the most anxious thug. You feeling lucky, punk? Well, are you?
There it is.
This demon is probably
Is
laughing
that
at him.
what
No,
you wanted?
100%.
You wanted to see my fucking face?
I am a badass because I keep saying fucking.
If there's somebody down here with me,
I'm
you know who you
intimidating.
are. Show yourself.
Oh, he sounds so nervous. I got a
Back
little
to hell,
water.
demon.
Begone! It's like he's going to shit his pants. Probably, he probably already did. I think he,
Well,
he's
this
probably
has been
shitted a
fun.
couple times.
Do not try me, demon. It'll be the last thing you ever do.
I think he shit and pissed.
This is awful because normally at this point it's like, hey, I get to go back to the hotel, you know, put on a shower.
Oh yeah, you're
classical music
definitely
or
gonna need a
something.
shower.
And now I get to make my bed, and I'm still here. So don't love that.
Fuck's going on with
Go to
Shane?
sleep in the Conjuring
I think
house.
Shane's been possessed.
During a thunderstorm.
Ooh,
To finish off
perfect
our
time.
investigation, we'll attempt to sleep overnight in the Conjuring
Sounds
house.
absolutely terrified of instead of threatening, right?
Night. Night.
Ah!
Finally
Oh, that
rid
got
of those
quiet.
losers, right? Alice's room right here. My little
Yo, it's
setup.
just us.
It's gonna be so much fun. Then we have
We're
a little
sharing a
closet
bed.
here where the boy is said to be. Said to be. And then
Good God, he is tall.
Hey.
All right, that is recording now.
I mean, I'm tall too.
My little pistol. You know your boy's packing while he's sleeping.
Wait, it's very late.
Hi everyone, it's Shane. Hello. I'm going to sleep now in the Conjuring home. I
You
hope
know
I don't
your
get
boy is
yanked.
packing.
I mean, actually, it'd be fun. See what happens. Ryan's over there recording a video message as well.
Is there anybody in here with me? Got news for you if you are.
My gaydar
I
is
don't
going
snore, so
off
that's
very,
good.
very loudly.
But I would appreciate it if you didn't mess with me tonight, okay?
What are you talking about, Ryan?
I'm saying that whatever is in this house usually knocks phones off of nightstands.
Oh, cool.
Oh, don't break the phones.
Boomery of the ghost.
Yeah, that's some boomer shit. All right, well, I'm going to sleep.
Hope I don't have to pee.
His eyes are glowing.
My butt DAR is going off very, very buttly.
Guys, do we need to get butt bot in here?
No worries there.
Tab on the haters.
Well, it's morning.
Imagine
Like,
the demon is waiting for him to go to bed.
Such a beautiful thing.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Horrifying in the morning.
The Conjuring house.
Don't they come out at like
That's
3
weird.
a.m. or something? Isn't that like the theory? Is that demons and shit, they're supposed to come out at like 3 in the morning? Because that's like the witching hour, right?
I sure didn't.
They're just waiting for it.
I slept plenty. Well,
This is
You
your
know what it
last
is?
chance.
This house has probably been visited so many
But-
times
but
that the demon's just
Sheba-
tired of it.
Bathsheba.
Come on, this is getting embarrassing.
It's like, you know what? I'm done with your shit.
You talking to yourself?
I don't even feel like scaring anybody anymore.
Right. Well, I think it's safe to say the Shaniacs won the day yet again, you know.
I'm pissed because there's no alcohol.
There
I
she
used to be an
is,
alcoholic.
in the morning light.
Man.
Ain't she a beaut? Let's leave.
We may never be able to fully understand what exactly the Perrin family endured all those years ago, but whatever was or wasn't cast
demon
out from
probably
the Arnold
died again
estate
from laughing
that
at
fateful
them.
night in 1974 will continue to remain.
Especially Ryan walking around with a little pistol. Like, I'm packing, bitch. Bro. Alright, guys, that was the demonic possession of the Conjuring House. I would love to go to the Conjuring House one day. I think I think one day, if I ever was able to fly around and like go to places like that, I think attempting to do ghost hunting, my voice cracked. I'm going through puberty. I think going like ghost hunting and shit at some of these places would be fucking sick. I think that would be cool. This was 2 years ago. When did the term yacht come out? Because they got some explaining. Yacht means something completely different. Okay. Should we get a pistol so you're packing like the video? Bro, I actually have one somewhere. Do I have it on this computer? Oh, do I? Do I? I don't think I do. Bro, my head's actually hurting. I think the metal pipes have been fucking me up. Why do I have a picture of the Grinch? Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to myself later about that one. If I was a ghost or a demon, you'd be laughing. Yeah, I feel like most people would be in that situation, because like, would holy water actually do anything? Like, would it? Khor finna get a PO box and be filled with water guns and holy water, bro. I don't know if I would ever. I'm not gonna do no fucking PO box, man. Somebody's gonna put a damn, what is the Apple air tags in it, fucking track my ass. I ain't doing that.
Let's call Sam and Dean.
Oh god, bro, oh man, I have not seen that shit in so long. I've never finished it. I got to the part where what was it? It was after Ghost and Death. I can't remember. It was the Ghost and Death part. It's on Netflix. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. It was a good show though. Because I think there was like 1 or 2 more seasons that I was like waiting on. No, yeah. I finished it up when I had Netflix. I finished all of it up. It was to the part where like they had fought like Death or something. I think it was Death. It was the female that was like God's sister or whatever. I got to that part, and then there was like another season after that, and then that's where I basically stopped. So I got some catching up to do with that, but it was a good show. Yeah, we got the tropical music back. No spoilers. Wait, was that a spoiler? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. No spoilers. No spoilers. That didn't actually happen. That was in Minecraft. Hydrate. Think we'll hydrate. Look, the show's been out for like fucking 20 years ago. It's been out for a while. Guys, I am going to start wrapping up. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I wanted to mention. I'm making a weird sound with my voice, my mouth. I don't think there was. You haven't gotten that far? That's in like the 2nd season, don't worry. It's in like the 2nd season, that's weird. Like, I don't remember it, okay? Maybe it was a different show. You know what? I'm thinking of an anime. That's what it is. I was thinking of an anime. I forgot. Sam and Dean, the anime, is not on Netflix. It's on Crunchyroll. Yep. Feel better after the jumping jacket and stuff? Dude, okay. I am feeling better. So I was like, before stream, I was feeling very drained because I had a fan blowing on me and it was very like, you know, cold and shit. And when I'm cold, I get comfortable and I get sleepy. And I decided to do jumping jacks. Do I want to tell this story? I started to do jumping jacks and to try and like, you know, get my blood pumping. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna wake up. I guess my shorts are baggy. And let's just say that my balls hurt after. It wasn't pleasant. But I did wake up. So, that happened. Yeah, don't recommend. All right, I am so fucking dead inside. Let's see. I'm gonna see who's online. I think we have Ty and Hex. Oh shit, Ty's doing Long Drive. I want to play Long Drive one day. Long Drive's weird. Like, really weird. And Hex is doing Wild Hearts. What else is online? I will be streaming tomorrow, by the way, guys. Most likely. I'll probably stream tomorrow. Don't know what I'll be doing. I got distracted by a piece of hair. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. But most likely I will. Unless something comes up, but most likely I will. Yes. I'm going to do Oblivion. Yeah, I'm going to say that I'm going to do Oblivion, and then I'm not going to do Oblivion. We'll probably react to some more spoopy, or we either do like spoopy or like memes or something. We'll do Oblivion eventually, for sure. Because there's a speed run that I'm wanting to do, and then there's another challenge that I want to do. Although the one challenge I might just do off stream and record it for a YouTube video. But, excuse me. Guys, if you would like to join the Discord, there is the Discord. And if you would like to follow the YouTubes, which I've been trying to keep up with, there are the YouTubes. I'm gonna try and work on shorts as well. It's just shorts are so fucking hard to keep up with because they take forever to edit. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but TikTok does not like me. TikTok straight up shadow banned my ass for a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna wrap things up. And I will be popping around probably sometime at about 7 or 8 p.m. EST. Like I said, I'm still trying to get scheduling and stuff back on track, trying to figure out what I want to do because I've been absent for about 2 months, maybe a little over 2 months, I'm not sure, because of the internet, the whole internet issue shit that I was having, but it's good to be back. Good to be back. It was fun. Do you guys like stream? Do you guys like the spoopy videos? Dude, so many people are playing Dragon's Dogma 2. If you guys haven't tried it, Dragon's Dogma 1, still great fucking game. It is old. Great fucking game. And it sells for like $5. It is so cheap. So fucking cheap. This was second fun. Yeah, I think this was fun. This was fun. This was fun. All right. Would you guys like to... would you guys like me to send you to someone who's playing Wild Hearts or someone who's playing Long Drive? I don't know what Wild Hearts is, but Long Drive is like this weird, what would you consider it? Like a weird, randomly generated driving sim where you have to pee and poo and it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. One of them is Ty and one of them is Hex. Long Drive is your vote? Okay. We got one on Long Drive. Does anybody else have a preference or no? If not, I'll probably send you guys to Ty. Because Ty, I haven't rated him in a while. And Ty is good peeps. Okay,
so if you
Alright. Long Drive? I think you know what we pick, the poop game? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's going to be the one with the poop, right? It's going to be the one with the poop. All right, guys, I am going to send you guys over to Takeoki Tai. Be sure to go spread him some love. YouTube's, Discord. I'll be back tomorrow, probably, unless something pops up. There's been a lot of shit going on lately, so I'm not entirely sure. But most likely, there's like a 90% chance that I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. I'd never know how to end streams. All right. Look, one of these days I'll be a good streamer, okay, guys?